What up? Let's share this out on Instagram too, y'all. I just woke up. So let me get myself together. While I get myself together, y'all can share this out. That damn smoke detector. Give me 1 second. Ah, forget it. Let it keep going on. Share this out. Let's see if we can get some people on here, man. And I'm going to say this. Please don't come on here with your opinions or your belief systems. Not your opinions, not your beliefs. So I want y'all to do me a favor. Share this out. Peace, family. Before I continue. Okay? Do me that favor. Tell them, y'all got to rock with me, y'all. Let me see if I can stop this. Give me 1 second. There is no new batteries. There are no batteries in these new smoke detectors. So do me a favor, y'all. Share this out real quick. What's up, OB Bay? Damn, what did I just do? So are we on Facebook, Instagram? So the request line is open. So I'm gonna say this again. Unplug it. Nah, I don't want to unplug it for now. G, I may forget to plug it back up. I may plug it. Shoot, there is no batteries in them joints, dude. There is no batteries in those new smoke detectors. I ain't gonna touch it. I'm gonna leave it alone. If it irritates y'all, if y'all get distracted by that, then damn, y'all easily distracted. If you get distracted by that, y'all very easily. Because you notice I don't even pay it no mind. So, the question is, got me looking for that noise. I thought it was my oven. Listen, I want y'all to remove your feelings, get out of your emotions, and if I'm wrong, my Facebook and Instagram is definitely open, but please come on the feed with some books or some thorough sources. Give me some thorough sources that you're getting your information from, okay? Can we agree on that before we start? Can we all agree on that? I need y'all all to participate in what I'm saying. I haven't even ate yet. It is 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm drinking coffee. And no, I'm not. It's none of your business if I'm fasting or not. That's irrelevant. But I want y'all to do me a favor and tell me where y'all tuning in from. I need to know where y'all are tuning in from so I can talk directly to you. So I'm out here on planet Mercury. That's why I put Mercury on my Facebook. So I want to first give a shout out to, I got to give a shout out. And help me out. Y'all have to tell me. You have to seriously tell me this. And Obi, you can be real with me. Have any of your black conscious people, have any of your people that gives tours in the African American Museum mention these 2 names? I need y'all to bear with me. We got Detroit, we got North Philly, my hometown, Philadelphia, baby. Oxnard, New York, Finger Lakes. What the hell is the Finger Lakes? Midwest, Detroit. East Texas. Well, you should tell them to come on here. You should really tell them to come on here. It was true. Ethiopia it wasn't Christianity like that. It was called Tawahedo. Tawahedo. Not this modern day Christianity. It's called Tawahedo. It was before Islam. Cali, ATL, East Texas, Detroit. What's good? Dallas over here. New York, Noah East Side. Let's go. Newark, New Jersey, close to my hometown, Philadelphia. So, y'all got to help me. Roxford, no doubt. You know you, my brother Bruce. Chicago, right? I'm going to ask y'all this question. Have you ever heard any of these people from the any African American museum? Let's keep it 100. From Philly, Detroit, LA, you name it. Chicago, wherever. They have an African American museum at. Have you ever heard any of these people who love to talk about pulling libations for the ancestors? Have they ever mentioned, let's keep it 100, the great men that I admire that did things without the internet? Listen to me again. These two great men that have done many things without the internet. My hometown, Philly, no doubt. Carter G. Woodson and J.A. Rogers. Can I repeat that again? Have you ever heard them call them out for libations? Have you ever heard them call out Carter G. Woodson and J.A. Rogers, one of the dopest historians and journalists ever? Have you ever? Have you ever heard these cats today? Not once. Come on, let's go. Come on, y'all. Somebody said not once. Nope. Come on, let's go. Let's hit those Pan-Africans up real quick, y'all. Everybody's saying no. Let me let y'all see this. No. Come on. Let's keep it 100, y'all. Come on, I'm gonna show y'all on Instagram too. Just in case y'all think I'm lying, because you know we gotta show and prove with our people. I love to show and prove. No. Nah, heating up, OG. No. Come on. I said Carter G. Woodson and J.A. Rogers. Come on, everybody's saying no. Come on. So just in case y'all don't know who these people are, I'm gonna educate y'all on them real quick. These two great men. Give me 1 second. That man who started Negro Week, not Black History Month. Negro Week. That man, that's him, Carter G. This is J.A. Rogers, and he has many books. This is J.A. Rogers, many books. Come on, y'all, let's talk to me for a minute. Request line is open. Come on. He didn't write From Babylon to Timbuktu. I said these two great men. I said these men. I have many books of them. Many. How could these men, right? Come on, y'all. How could these men do all this work without the internet? Talk to me for a minute, y'all. How could these great men do this work without the internet? How? Talk to me for a minute. I haven't even heard them mention Frantz Fanon in no libations. I never even heard them mention Frantz Fanon. Have y'all? Have y'all heard? Come on. See, I want you to understand how these conscious cats are. What's up, Jared? How they full of doo-doo. They're really full of doo-doo. They ain't no more conscious than anybody else walking around in these streets. You should be a scholar, as they're called today. I'm not a person that's hung up on titles, but I was given the Ambassador of the Moors by Dr. Phil Valentine, and I was given the title of now the fifth element of hip hop. But I am that. I just don't run around calling myself that. No doubt. I am that. But see, the problem is cats want you to submit to the bull. I'm not that type of dude. I don't belong to nobody's clique. I don't belong to nobody's club. Make this clear. I don't belong to nobody's clique or club. But if you want to test me, the request line is always open. Because what I do is set y'all up every day. Every day these content, because y'all don't realize who comes on my feed. Every day they on here watching. Let's see if we can catch Sabir slipping. Which writer is 100% truthful? Listen, I don't know who's truthful. What you can do is what I just said. If you didn't hear what I said. What did I just say? You're supposed to have multiple books to cross-reference. I just said, with all the time you spend on porn and the time you spend watching sports and the time you spend in a strip club, you should be digging into these books. Did that make sense? Listen to me one more time. The time that we worry about spending on watching sports, that's like 4 or 5 hours, right? Because I don't watch that crap. I used to box too. But to me, it's like, it's irrelevant. I don't go to strip clubs. No, I don't get to spend time in there because that's hours too. The time that you take, that you can sit back and watch sports and watch porn and watch strippers, right? You can read a book. I don't go to bed till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Let me say this one more time. 5 or 6 o'clock. That coffee is the first thing I just had. Because my brain operates at night while y'all sleeping. So again, I want to give a shout out to J.A. Rogers, Carter G. Woodson. God willing, one of these days, I would love to do a documentary on them. One of these great days, I would love to do a documentary on J.A. Rogers and Carter G. Woodson. That'd be crazy. Right? But I got to get the finances to do it. So start giving them the shout outs for your libations, okay? Carter G, who started Negro Week. Not Black history, because there's no history in black. Your history in black is slavery. Let me say this again. Your history in slavery is black. So you're a slave. Okay? It's Tawahido, brother. Y'all, come on, fam. Listen. Pay attention. I'll get to it. It's called, look up Ethiopian Christianity. And you'll get the spelling. It's Tawahido. I don't get paid for this like that, y'all. Come on, man. Help me out. I got a Cash App, too, if you want to support. $ Sabir Bey. Okay? $ Sabir Bey on Cash App. Good gosh, man, you're killing me, bro. Let me see if I can let you get it real quick. What I do for my people, boy, and the people don't give nothing back. Give me 1 second. Teawahhedo, Tawahido. Tew. Okay? Ahedo, Tawahido. I hope you got it, because that's not what the focus is today. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I was just giving it to him just now. History of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahido Church. Okay? So, I'm going to ask this question one more time, but then I'm going to get into this real quick, y'all. Do y'all think they're killing our people because they know who we are? Okay, now hit the Cash App up. It works. $ Sabir Bey. Huh? Okay? Give thanks. So y'all think they're killing us because they know who we are? I can tell you this. Brothers are getting killed in the street. And it's not because of coronavirus. It's by cops shooting niggas 20 times. Let me say this again. Cops are killing people in the streets. Corona is not killing us. The cops are killing our youth. But see, this is the problem. And I posted something up, and I'm going to share this with y'all. I'm going to let y'all see the comments and all. Bear with me. I'm gonna let y'all see the comments. Now you know that I was down in LA almost every weekend, right? Y'all do know that, right? No, because they know who we are. And I'm gonna show you that in a minute. They know exactly who we are. Either someone or someone knows who we are. And I brought those two brothers up for a reason. Diseases kill people. Yeah. You want me to show you something? Watch this. Y'all rocking with me for 1 second. Look. No disease that can be treated by a diet. No disease that can be treated by diet should be treated with any other means. Come on. Just talk to this for a minute. Y'all know who that is right there? Y'all know that man? You know who that man is? No disease. How many people know who he is? Bear with me, y'all. I need y'all to get this. Do y'all know who this is? I told y'all, these are the people they hide from blacks. Come on, y'all. The request line is open. No disease that can be treated by a diet should be treated any other way. Nope. Would that be him? Would that be this man? How many of y'all know who this man is? I bet you Jews do. I will guarantee you a Jew know who he is. Talk to a Jew. Then talk to our people. We know slavery. We know everything about slaves. Let's move forward. I'm going to show them the receipts, brother. We want to talk about receipts, right? We love talking receipts. Give me 1 second. Would that be him right there from a book from 1923? Would that be him? That's right here. Would that be this man? Let's go. Right here. Would that be him right here? Come on, y'all. Would that be him? Would that be this man? This is in Cordoba, Spain. Cordoba, Spain. Let me zoom in so y'all don't think I'm photoshopping anything. You see his name? So this is not Photoshop. This is Sabir shot. These are the people that go see him. This is inside his house. So I have more pictures of this. I'm just not going to post them all up. This is in his house in Cordoba, Spain. This is not English, I don't think. Is it? That's not English. Nah. That's not English. That's not English, right? You see how these people come touch him? They want to touch his book, touch his cloth. This man was a Moor also. See, but y'all don't want the truth because truth hurts you. Truth hurts. You see that? Truth hurts. They will go work. Literally, I'm not lying. They had tours. Listen to me. They had tours to give you the history on this man. Why our people don't know this about him? That no disease that can be treated by diet, treated with any other means. Come on. Yes. Trust me, I got a whole lot. I'm going to go there. I got a whole lot to show y'all. I was there. in the present, in the flesh. I was there. And I have so much information on this man. So much about him. But you don't want to know about him. But they was writing this stuff in 1920s. Whatever you keep saying, get your facts right. If you don't know, please be quiet. If you don't know. Unless you traveled over there, please, I urge y'all to chill for a second, okay? To chill and do your research. Either you're going to go where I want and dig some deeper research and find out. So he dealt with medicine too. So I have I have all the pictures in his house, right? Man, I'm going to tell y'all something. You got to go to these places and see for yourself. I can't hold no grown person's hand and make them do this. But look at this. Let me open this up for 1 second. Look him up. Just do your research. Please do your research. The Arabs in the East and the Moors of Spain. They're killing us because we ignorant, brother. Listen, get out of your feelings, brother. They're killing us because of our ignorance. I'm going to say this one more time. They're killing us because of our ignorance, and they know that, and we don't even care. We'll get into that in 1 second. Let's talk about health right now. Exactly. Do you think it matters if it is full-blood or not? Half of these cats ain't full-blooded Africans over here. You African-American. Let me say this again. You are African-American. So Moors are all up. You see that? So when I went to Spain, the dude was telling me that you're walking in the footsteps of great men. How did you know that? He said, you're walking in the footsteps of great men. I have a whole of 5,000 to 6,000 photos that I've taken in mad videos when I was overseas. They're not finished. You got to have knowledge. Knowledge of medicine. Knowledge of medicine. Well, you full-blooded cats ain't fighting like real Africans would. So let's go a little further. Let me show you what year this book is. Are you ready? Just for the record, I like to pull these things out. 1923. $1923. You see that? So I didn't want to pull all the volumes out, but there's other volumes to this. This is called receipts. This is receipts. Okay? We're going to go to receipts. All this information I can pull out for y'all, but you don't want the truth. Y'all want these cats to keep talking about black power and white supremacy. Cambridge, 1960. Let's go. So if we were really conscious of our consciousness, right? Right? I told you, shout out to this great man and J.A. Rogers. J.A. Rogers was from the Caribbean also. If we were conscious, we would actually help our people out because everybody needs vitamin D. Everyone needs vitamin D, right? They telling y'all to stay in the house. Do you know that this right here will kill a virus like a mother freaking? Did y'all know that? Did you know that oil of oregano is a hell of a virus killer? Oh, brother, it's not going to stop the COVID, though. Yeah, that's the problem, because you're only reading the destruction of black civilization. That is the problem, brother. That is the problem right there. There is no black civilization. That is the problem. You could jump on here too, family. I don't mind. You could jump on. The request line is open on Facebook. We need vitamin D. We need vitamin C. Everybody lacks this. So they telling you to stay in the house. But you need this. Vitamin C. This is for your heart. Vitamin C, vitamin D. This is neem. This is something that y'all need to digest, put in your system. Vitamin C. Or you can get more vitamin D. How much vitamin D I got? And then definitely the oil of oregano. Well, if you bring the facts, bring your facts. You can always bring your facts, homie. The request line is open. Bring your facts. I used to follow you. Okay, it's all facts, but you can bring it. You don't need to follow me Just research what I'm telling you. Research what I'm telling you. I don't need you to follow me. Sabir Bey looks for no one to follow him. Okay? If you want to come on Instagram, feel free, come on Instagram and Facebook and state your facts. This is a hell of a, this right here, oh my God. Okay? Well, you get in your feelings. I didn't call you a nigga, but you can come on the feed. I didn't call you a nigga. Nigga, these ain't facts. Well, if you can come on the feed and prove your facts, then, I mean, it's all love, family. I didn't call you once out your name. You on my feed. You can leave the feed, but you're on my feed. That's just the reality. You see how I can get people? Do y'all see how I rev these dudes up? They doing a whole lot of typing instead of coming on. The request line is open. They do a whole lot of that. I just want you to understand the mindset of our people. Let's move forward. F you and your white history books, okay? I guarantee you're going to stay on my page until I say get off. I'm trying to tell you how these cats are, man. You'd be all right. So listen, and you know that I'm down in LA, right? All the time. And eventually we're going to go down there and feed people. I've been down there yesterday too, and I've seen so many homeless people in LA. And I've sat up there and I have not once seen anybody get pulled from a body bag yet, on a body bag in LA. I was there. I have not seen one person. And let me tell you something. I told you the same thing when I was overseas. When I went overseas, I'm literally by myself, digging in the trenches. When I went down to LA, and I go down to LA almost every weekend, and I have never seen a body bag of a homeless person. Never. Never seen a body bag of a homeless person. And if I did, you know, definitely I would record it. I would record it. I'm going to block this dude because he's really getting on my name, on my nerves. Fuck you, Bay. You better change the subject. Okay, but you can come on. I gave you an opportunity. If you don't come on in 5 minutes, I'm going to definitely block you. I'm going to definitely block you. So they'll have a no, I don't have a problem with that because we don't get down with the profanity and stuff like that on here. So if you don't want to come on, I will block you the next comment you make. I don't have a problem with that. I know he wants some attention, but I asked him if he want the attention, he can come on for 5 minutes. Blocking? Okay. Peace. We're going to block you. Peace. You didn't want to come on. It's deuces, G. The request line is open. He need a spanking, I know. So anyway, give me 1 second. I was down in LA all the time. You say block. Let me see if I can block him on here. Hold up. Let me see if I can block him. If not, I'm just have to ignore him because the blocking is not working on this. Well, this is Facebook, so we'll figure it out. Block, he's annoying. So I never saw a body bag coming from down in LA. But one thing I can show, I posted this video up and everybody got upset. If coronavirus is so deadly, why hasn't it wiped out the homeless population? I posted this up. They don't want to be respectful. That's their problem. They live outside, no social distancing, and rarely wash their hands. This is what was happening. You see that? Now, I go down there all the time. I have never seen, and I'm actually going to sit up there and feed the homeless. We're setting something up to feed the homeless. But all these things that happen, actually, people left comments on this. Let me ask y'all a question. I said the corona is not killing our people. Corona's not killing our people. The police are killing our people. So people are saying, well, this person died from this and this, and I listen. I feel sympathy for anybody who lost their child. I mean, not a child, their parent, from the corona. But you must have vitamin D. You have to be outside, people. If you went to LA and you saw how many homeless people that was down there, literally walking around, like literally digging in the trash cans, do you think for 1 minute that nobody couldn't catch that if it was really the way they say it was? Why isn't it LA, Hollywood, are not taking care of those people? I don't know. I showed y'all yesterday this. I went down there when everybody was at the beach. When they telling y'all nobody was at the beach. I showed y'all people was at the beach. Think about it. Think about it. This is not the first time. I did that when I was overseas. When I was overseas, I was doing the same thing to my brothers that was overseas, and I didn't even have it. You don't have to let people know or show people what you're doing. You just do it. Yes, Skid Row, and not just Skid Row. Skid Row is crazy as hell, people. If anybody's from LA, you know what Skid Row is about. Think about it. You would know what Skid Row is all about. I'm dead serious, and it hurts me because when we were down there, every time I go, if you ever take that chance to go, you will see who's down there. And guess what? It's our people. It's our people. Listen to me. It's our people that's on Skid Row. And I'm sitting there wondering why. And people saying, well, yeah, the corona is killing this and killing this, but at least they're getting their vitamin D. At least they're getting vitamin D. So no social distancing. You're supposed to be with people. Do you understand that? You're supposed to, right? Yes, it's very bad down there. And if anybody saw me when I was in Las Vegas, Old Town Las Vegas, because everywhere I go, I've been doing radio for a very long time. I am a journalist. I am a thorough journalist. When I was in Las Vegas, anybody who saw the video, and I'm going to see if I can find it to show you when I was underneath the bridge with the homeless people talking with them. They were all underneath this bridge, and anybody know Las Vegas, they know what I'm talking about. Anybody on here is from Las Vegas? Anybody from Las Vegas on here? Because you know what I'm talking about, near the Harrison House. All this information you can research. And this is why I said, how is it that we have all the technology we have today and we cannot fix this problem? Out of all the technology that we have today, we can't fix the problems that we have. But Negroes want to argue with you. It hurt my heart to see my people when I was in Vegas. Right? And I'm walking underneath this bridge, don't know what the hell somebody might pull out. Don't know what the hell somebody might do. But everybody thought I was crazy when I told them to come on with me. I said, come on with me, walk underneath the bridge. Let's go see the people. They were scared as hell. They thought I was crazy when I was out there in Las Vegas. I walked with my people. I feel my people. I was in places that you would think I was insane. Even when I was in Turkey, Tunis, I was on the train with the masses of people. Train. I don't know if you've ever been on a train in Tunisia. Tunis is crazy. So I looked at it and said, if I could walk the streets of LA, Philly, and LA is the homeless of homelessness, G, for real. If I can walk in these places with my people, why not get on a train in Tunisia, where a place that I have never been before, and sit with people? People, you got to be with people. You literally have to be with people. I'm going to keep it real with you. So when I saw that, I was hurting. So I say, in which I've been saying for the longest on radio, that I know who the open enemy is. Y'all don't know who the open enemy is. I don't care about niggas toting guns. I used to carry 2 guns in my life. That don't mean nothing. But who makes the bullets? Who makes the guns? Because you're not making the gun and you're not making the bullets. Because that's all they got to do is say, listen, we ain't going to sell y'all no bullets. Who's your ally? Who is your ally that you can reach out to when you can't buy bullets? Think about it. You going to go to the Mexicans? Are you? Are y'all going to go to the Mexicans? This European even have you hating your own brothers as Mexicans. They have you hating your own people because they so strong gun-ho on this black power so much. And all of their black scholars went to the European school. Even down, but yeah, exactly. Even Carter G. Woodson. So the book, The Destruction of Black Civilization, all those people, they went to the European school. Carter G. Woodson is not a European that wrote this. J.A. Rogers is not a European. He started Negro Week. He's not a European. He's not a European. J.A. Rogers, one of the greatest men. J.A. Rogers is one of the greatest men. But why we don't talk about him? Why we don't give them the props and libations? Think about it. They are killing you because they know you got... Exactly. So let's move forward since you say that. You ready? Let's move forward. Again, the request line is open, y'all. I told you this is a hard job right here, man. Let's move forward. Let's see if we can do this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you the books, and I want you, the audience, to do your research. Can y'all do me that favor? Can y'all do me that favor? I want y'all to do y'all research. You don't have to believe Sabir. Don't follow Sabir. Okay? Okay? Can we all agree on that? Your DNA is beyond the dust. Okay? So let's move forward. Every book that I'm going to show you, I want you to do your research on. And this is why I said maybe this is why they hate us so much. Maybe. Somebody knows something somewhere about who we are. Someone. But it was to do to never have the Negro read. But I have to also give props to Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali said it will be the third and fourth generation coming with their eyes wide open. I'm going to repeat this again. Noble Drew Ali said that it would be the third and fourth generation coming with their eyes wide open. Right? Let's move forward. Let's go. I posted this up on Instagram and Facebook. Several authorities believe that the African discovered America long before the Europeans had. And any such dream. Do y'all see that? The Negro in America. Several authorities believe that the Africans, now mind you, this book was not written in 1996. This is not 1996. This is not in 1980s. This is not in 1970s. Nah, this wasn't written in 1960s. Not in 1950s. He died in 1950. He died in 1950. So wasn't 1960s, 1950s. So several authorities believe that the Africans, discovered America before the Europeans. Would that be why you don't hear about these people? They don't even give this man props and libations. I posted up everything so y'all can read it for yourself. Thank you. It was in the 30s, right? Ivan Van Sertima went to their school. But see, the problem is, when you go to their school, certain things you can't talk about. You can't bring up, or they're not going to grade you right. So I'm doing this because I want these people to dig deeper into the history and question everybody. So why? We've been here, right? But nobody wants to talk about that. Which African American museum is talking about this? Now, this is on my Instagram and Facebook. Y'all can read it fully for yourself, or you can go buy the book. Go buy the book. It's better. This is not computers. This is not from the internet. This is not from Wikipedia. It's called research. You see that? Research. It's called cross-referencing everything. You don't take one person's book, because I can go into this book also. Am I making sense so far, people? Everything that I do, I post up the books on where. Yes, it's meant to destroy you. We already destroyed. That's how I told you. Listen, the devil was in your house. This is why they use celebrities to actually get you to submit. Did y'all know that? They use celebrities to get you to submit, or a popular figure to submit peacefully. This is what Malcolm X was talking about, the Novocaine. Malcolm said they give you the Novocaine to numb you so you can submit peacefully. Peacefully. Listen, family, please read the title. And I'm not going to keep going back over and over and over again. I'm just being real with you. Okay? Please rewind or sit back and get in where you fit in. What's up, Ray? Ray, I ain't even going to sleep till 6 o'clock this morning, brother. It's just stuff that hits me in the middle of the night. And I'll be like, God damn, that makes sense. Or I could be watching a movie. And then the movie may mention something. I'll be like, ooh, wait a minute. This is crazy. So the Novocaine will make you submit peacefully. They are already in your house. They use celebrities to actually come on these shows. If you studied 8th grade civics books, it'll tell you that we always use famous people. Famous people. Famous. And this is why we sleeping. Let's move forward. So when I was reading last night, I was reading this book, Portuguese in West Africa. In one of his books, in this book, it talked about what was in this book, and this is in Cambridge. Cambridge is in the UK, people. It's no such thing as the white man books. I'm going to make this clear. Nothing is the white man's book. That's the problem with black conscious people. If your fathers and mothers are the fathers and mothers of civilization, how the hell is anything is the white man's? So if it is the white man's, what do you do if it's the white man's information? What do you do if it's the white man's information? You have to take all the sources, right? Put the blunts down, put the entertainment down, and if you're really about it, you tie it together to make sense. You grab a piece from here, you grab a piece from there, you grab a piece from there, you cross-reference this, you jump on a plane. Oh, I can't do that, brother. Yeah, you can do that. You can do it too. You jump on, find out, come back, say, damn, okay, that's what it is. So, when I told you I was in Texas, when the professor told the student that she could not come out of this book, she was at a HBCU, a so-called black college. Yes, brother, new connect the dots. They said the professor at the college, at the HBCU, the black college, said, right? Exactly. It's information coming from the Moors. They told the student that she could not come out of this book. She came home damn near crying. Crying. Because they told her, and the professor had this book, right? But how many people, right? How many people from Senegal tell you about the Wolof and how they were Moors? That is in his book. Again, I'm not getting $100,000 for this. So don't beat me up about it. I don't get 100,000 or 50,000. Yes, I just said they know who you are. No doubt. Somebody knows. Someone know who you are. Someone knows who you are. And they don't, the majority of the people, right, don't want to talk about this. The Wolof. Right? The Moors. Now, how many books I just showed y'all about the Moors? Come on, y'all. How many pages have I showed you from different varieties of books that these people were Moors? Us, you black, you African American. Will they stop killing us? No, I don't think they would. That's because you're saying you were Moor. My Senegalese brother told me he knew. There you go. You got to know what to say to them. He said, my Senegalese brother told me he knew what was up. We are more. There you go. You just got to know the questions to ask these people. So somebody, I think it's when they go through their immigration, they I don't know if y'all notice or not, they're told not to talk about it. They're told not to talk about this. Okay, let's move forward. The Moors, the Mandinka, that's all, look, that's all in this book right here. Right? Let's move forward. There you go again. The Wolof. That's still us. Yes, this is live. It's live. It's not Memorex. Negro slave was used of various sorts. Now, this is back over here. Pick up the man who started Negro Week. He didn't start Black History Month. He started Negro Week. And nobody gives him libations when they actually do it, do they? Nobody gives J.A. Rogers or Carter G. Woodson libations. Somebody is hiding something from y'all. And it ain't Sabir. It's not Sabir. He started Negro Week, not Black History Month. Black is to wipe you out of history. I'm going to say this again. Black is to wipe you out of history. Facts, there is no ancient black gods of Egypt. Factual. Get me your ancient black scholars on here. I don't know about that. I've been around many times. They don't give our libations for them. Okay? Carter G. Woodson or J.A. Rogers. You may do that. But I asked that question earlier. This is going on with this again about us. We were the Maroons in Jamaica. We are the same people. My request line is open on Instagram and my request line is open on Facebook. One more time. It's open on Instagram and it's open on Facebook. You can join me if you choose to. Okay? We are the Jamaicans, the Maroons. Do y'all see this? We're not separate people. We're not separate people. We're the same people. Okay? J.A. Rogers was from the Caribbean, one of the greatest men. This man was from the Caribbean. How did these men do this work without the internet, people? Somebody help me. No, I don't get no sleep. Sleep is the cousin of death. Somebody asked me, how do you get any sleep? The people that's trying to make this world worse ain't trying to get no sleep. So why should I? This man, how did this man do this? Come on. How did these men do these types of books in the 1920s and the 1930s with cross references? Come on. How did they do that, people? Come on. Watch this. Y'all ready? I want y'all to see this. The African background outlined. Are y'all ready? I need y'all to follow me for 1 second, okay? And y'all with me? They traveled. Thank you, my sister. They traveled. But these cats be on the internet and don't even know how to use the internet. They traveled, right? Like I did. Yes, like I did. They resisted attack on their independent state, right? Very much as they did in the what? But wait a minute. The Negroes of Guinea. I'm going to show y'all the flip of this. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Where's Guinea at, y'all? Where is Guinea? Somebody talk to me for 1 second. Yes, J.A. Rogers, man, was a beast when it came to research. So this is what I'm following in his footsteps. I'm following in the footsteps of my ancestors. Guinea. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's find Guinea in here somewhere, y'all. Whoa. That says the Moors of... Did I see that? Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? What that say, y'all? Did that say the Moors of Guinea? Did that say that, y'all? Did that say the Moors of Guinea? Let's go back. Now, this is in 2 different books. Negroes of Guinea. Hold up. That's in here. Y'all see it? That's in here. Maybe that's here, right? Since we don't want to be Negroes, right? We don't want to be Moors, right? That's in this book. Is it making sense yet? Hold up. Let me flip it just in case y'all think I'm doing a switch up. Guinea. Hold up. Y'all should study Portuguese in West Africa. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for a little bit more? Everything that I'm going to show you, I'm going to cross-reference this. It doesn't matter whether it's an African scholar or not. Just if you pay attention, you will hear me. They say, is it an African scholar? The African scholars only teaching you about slavery. I'm going to say this again. Your African scholars is teaching you only about slavery. Everybody was not a king and a queen. Everybody was not kings and queens. Let's move forward. And again, the request line is open. Let's go over here. On the Gulf of Guinea. Ooh. Is it making sense yet, y'all? The Negro slave replaced the Moor slave. Somebody talk to me for a minute. Y'all want to see where that source come from? Do y'all want to see where that source come from? Exactly. I just said cross-reference. They hear what they want to hear because they be in their feelings. And if they don't understand, sister, I told you, Tracy, they can come on here. They can definitely come on the Instagram and the Facebook. But I know they're going to take this information back and run back like that dude on Friday and cry. The Negro slave replaced the Moor slave. Brazil. That's from this book, 1960. This one is sick. And oh, you want to see the more volumes of it? Just bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna walk y'all to it. I didn't pull the rest of them out because I didn't feel like doing it. So, peace.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yup, all day.
Say. Say, man, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to promote African scholars without degrading them? I mean, what you say about African scholars teaching us about slavery, that's not true.
Brother, I didn't degrade anybody. I didn't degrade them.
Teach us about slavery, not all.
Listen, I didn't say, did you hear me say all? This is the problem. I don't think you're listening. I just quoted 2 people.
I was listening to you. You were talking to me.
Listen to me. I just quoted 2 people. Did I say J.A. Rogers and Carter G. Woodson? Did you hear me degrade them?
No.
Okay.
I heard you say African scholars teach us about slavery only.
Listen, I didn't say all, brother. Listen to me. I didn't say all. If you listen to me long enough, you will hear me say this. I've been around a long time and I've been in places, right? I've been in African American museums. Nothing about our history before this. Nothing's before the 1600s. Oh, y'all out there working. He's out here working. He's out here working. I said, no, it's all good. In African American museums, that's all they teach is slavery. That's what I'm saying. So you ain't going to find no history about us before the 1600s. That was my point. So when I'm not saying all, that's like saying all black people are criminals.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because if you study history, there's another book that I can pull out, but I don't feel like, because I got too many sitting here. They said there was a code of silence, bruh. I'm dead serious. If you was to talk about the history. They would not get paid. When I spoke to Ivan Van Sertima before he died, he told me what was going on. He said that they would not push his book. Let's keep it 100. If we're talking about this, brother, I've been in radio for 17 years. I did film and all. Why do they think they push away?
Why they pushing these books is what we're trying to show the people. You're right. They don't have us, you're right. But why is it like that?
Because of money. It's money. I'm telling you. Listen, the girl was crying when she came back. And
well as keeping us brainwashed.
Exactly. She cried because the professor had this book, brother, in the college. She cried because they told her this.
Put you on the frontage road.
Oh, he's at work. You at work, bro. I see. I know. Go ahead. Go back to work, but I explain. Go ahead. Go to work, bro.
No, it's all good, bro.
Yeah, but what happened, the professor told the student that she could not come from the book because it is a conservative school. It's not me saying this. It's what the professor told her. You know what I mean? She came to her mother crying and saying, "Why have the book?" And she had the book. You follow me? So what happens, even when I was overseas traveling, I saw so many Europeans, bruh. Like Europeans, Chinese people. And I'm sitting here talking to them saying, where you from? Oh, I'm from such and such. I'm going to go to the States. I said, oh, they're your teachers. So they're your teachers, right? They're going to come here and tell you your history only started in 1600 as a slave. So they're told you can't. It's like when people come into this over here, right? In the United States. Right. They're told not to associate with us. Even people from Africa. Tell me if I'm lying. They're telling people not to talk to black Americans.
This is why it's so important for our people to educate themselves. And we are the examples on showing you how to educate yourself so you won't follow that concept. And you treat your people accordingly.
That is true. But it's hard, bro. This is a hard job. This is very hard. I'm going to keep it real. To try to get people to focus.
You're right.
It's so hard. And these people get, dude, listen, man. They get, how much a teacher get? How much a teacher get a year? Let's keep it real. How much a teacher get?
Peanuts.
How much?
Peanuts.
No.
Peanuts.
How much a professor get and a teacher get? They at least get 30,000.
At least.
I don't get 30,000. I don't even get 5,000. And I'm teaching this, right? So I'm sitting here looking at these professors. I was on the phone with my sister from France. She said Sabir. Somebody said like 40. She said they said 40,000. I only get 40,000. She said to me, the same way they respect the professor Sabir, they should respect you and pay you the same way if you speaking. This is what she said to me. I knew Tiffany for 20 years. These teachers, brother, and it's hard. I know they can't do it. I know they can't go beyond the guidelines. I know that.
Right.
Because they're not going to get paid. So I'm shooting myself in the foot by fighting my own people to say, here is the resources. I'm traveling. I'm using my money. Here it is. Here's the books. This is what you can get. It ain't about no white man books, brother, because a lot of Europeans helped our people. A lot of them. Those books.
It is about. It is.
Listen,
and you have to be specific on the Europeans that helped our people.
That is true. And that's why I do be specific on it. I'm not saying all of them. That's why I said I'm not saying all of them. I'm from Philly. Quakers were hung and killed for helping our people. Quakers, you should research the Quakers. They were hung and killed, right? I'm from Philly. They have a Quaker center in Philadelphia. But when you put out this information as if all of them, like saying all of black people, a lot of our people was involved in slavery right here in the United States. We held slaves. For what? For certain positions.
You have to be specific on that.
I'm being realistic with it.
Concept as well.
Okay, I said it again.
Why did we hold slaves?
Listen, we did. And if you watch, it was a movie.
Why?
Was it because of a benefit?
Why?
A benefit.
Why did we hold them?
Because of a benefit.
Members? Were they anything like that? Were they dehumanized?
Listen, we are being dehumanized right now, being shot down in the street.
No.
Listen to me.
When you say blacks had slaves, were those slaves that the blacks had dehumanized?
I don't know what. I wasn't living around that time. So I could tell you like that black cop laughed at that brother and said, we're going to have a closed casket. That was what I'm talking about. You follow me?
I'm just speaking the difference between European slavery.
Let's go ahead, cut off. Come right back on, bro. I hate Instagram, man. I really do. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want the brother to come back on. And let's finish building. Get your pawn on me. Because people profit off enslavement. Exactly. They profit off enslavement. And that's the problem. Let me see my brother's at if you want to come back on. Instagram only give you 45 minutes anyway. But the same way, whether they was mistreated or not, we are being gunned down in the streets every day. And you have black politicians that know this. They know that we are being gunned down in the streets. What black politicians will do is get on national TV. Here go my brother right back. Was a brother like you here. I wish you was a brother. I'm here right now. I'm here with you right now. No doubt. Yeah, on Instagram only give you like 45 minutes, man.
I just wanted to clear the point that before I got cut off about slavery.
No, Instagram do that.
History. What was that?
I said Instagram give you 45 minutes.
Like I said, I just wanted to clear the point up when we refer to history and refer to slavery. And how Africans, we had slavery as well. And I just wanted to show the difference which there is a difference between European slavery and African slavery. And the European slavery, again, is what dehumanized us. Before the European invaded Africa, yes, Africans had slaves, but it wasn't the same interpretation as we refer to now. And that's something that, needs to be understood. So, we can begin to address the situation properly rather than emotionally.
I agree with that. And then again, if you listen to me, everybody wasn't mistreated with Europeans either. This is the thing. Listen, brother. This is brother. Listen, bro. Listen, brother.
The point is, we were lynched, we were castrated.
Okay, we and we still being lynched and
that didn't happen in Africa.
Listen, it's still being lynched and castrated. If you study the history, you may call these people house niggas, right? We call them house niggas, right? Those house dudes were basically treated a certain way. They wasn't getting castrated, right? No, they were not. Let's keep it 100. They were not.
I'm talking about the times before the 1600s.
Brother, listen to what I'm saying to you.
Atlantic slave trade.
Listen
I'm talking about the times before that.
Listen to me. I was in Seville. I can tell you what happened when they was there. When it started, it was in 1491 and 1492 when they was doing this stuff, right? So
what about before that?
No, brother. Listen, if you're talking about before that, I did a video yesterday on that, right? And I talked about the Arabs, and it was the Arabs was us. Go watch the video from yesterday. The Arabs were us. Go watch the video I did yesterday. So now, that was at that time. Now I'm talking about the Portuguese, right? And the Spanish slave trade. What I'm saying, again, that happened in Spain in 1491, around that time frame. When I went there, I did a live video. Talking about it. Fast forward.
You're right, Sabir.
Okay, so you have our people.
I'm just trying to give the people something different.
Brother,
right
I believe everybody know this. They know that, but the reality is it's happening right now. Listen, though, brother. I was in Philly. I always been this way. I used to sit back and argue with cops in Philly. They be like, nigga, I'm not your brother. That's what they'll tell me. Nigga, I'm from the streets. They say, I'm not your brother. People used to try to put money in the meters to help people. They be like, no, don't do that. It's still the same. The system is different, but it's still in place. So you have people that look like you and I that would turn a dot, like, no, I ain't going to do with that. No, I ain't going to do with that. We still are doing it. Those people from back then.
Why are we doing it? Why are we doing it?
Because we chasing.
Because of the education.
There you go.
Because of the system.
There you go.
Because of the brain, the mind.
There you go. So how do you do that?
We're trying to show people to get out of that.
How do you do it? You have to wash the motherfucking brain out. You say brainwash like it's bad. So you have to brainwash them, which is to wash the garbage out. We are an indoctrinated people. We are indoctrinated, not educated. Indoctrinated, not educated. So there's a difference. Right. So I don't look at one side and say one is greater, or nor do I drink out the trauma cup and say ours were worse. I don't do that. I look at everything. I don't take sides with nobody. Right is right. Wrong is wrong.
If you look at everything, you're right. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. And not to disrespect any other group of people, but our Holocaust is still ongoing.
Why is that?
It's still happening.
Why is that?
It means what we're going through is worse than what Jewish people went through.
Well, why is that? Why is the question should be, everything has a cause and effect, and why these things are happening? Because we have poor leadership.
Straight ahead.
Poor leadership. And this is the why. This is what happens with most of our people, bro. They will get you in their college, right? Get you in their college, let you play with a little boy on a low, do all these things, right? And then when you go run for any kind of political office, and I say this over and over and over again, if you don't do what they say do, right? They're going to expose you. They're going to exploit you. Don't they? They just tried that with Barack Obama. Didn't you see that video? Do you understand it's the same thing in this industry? Because you don't understand who you are. I've been doing this for a very long time. And I tell you from my personal experience.
We live in a white nationalist society.
Brother, I don't live in a white nationalist society. I don't.
With Ivan Van Sertima.
I don't live in a white society, brother. Listen to me, Mike. I don't put myself there. I don't put my.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't. Our people does.
But brother, you can't speak for everybody, right? You can't.
I can if they're going to church. I can if they believe milk does the body good.
Well,
I can if they see the world through European eyes.
Listen, when you're free, you think free. Slaves do what they're told. Free people do what they want. Again, I can only use my life as an example of my journey.
Right.
How they tried to offer me money and tell me to shut up, to not talk to y'all. This is a fact. I was arguing with not white people. It was with black people at radio stations that I would say, yo, dude, like, seriously? You want me to say that? I'd be like, nigga, you crazy. Like, literally.
Right.
So I was shooting myself in the foot because I would not submit to it. When I grew up in South Philadelphia. I saw what Rizzo did as a child. I saw what the police have done. See what I'm saying? So why would I come under that? Why would I accept that bull when I see it? And you give me a chance to get a mic? The most powerful tool in the hands of us is that mic.
So why is it so hard for our people? You said it. I mean, if we see it, how come other people don't see it? I mean, it's not complicated.
You said why other people don't see it? Maybe you need to ask them. My brother asked me why the rest of y'all can't see it. Maybe it's fear, brother. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe it's the fear. I don't know. You got to ask them that question. He said why the rest of y'all don't see it.
Well, I appreciate you letting me come in your live, bro. I'm going to let you get back to what you're doing.
Get back to work, brother. Give thanks, man. He called on his job, man. But give thanks, bro. Where you at working, man?
Texas.
Oh, you out in Texas working. Oh, I forgot. Y'all opened up.
Yeah.
Y'all opened up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, bro. Peace and love. Be safe out there, man.
Already.
But yeah, like the brother said, why? He said, why are we falling for this? Why don't we really back real people? Come on, y'all. Why don't we support the real people? Listen, I've been on this forefront, y'all. I've been on this forefront. I've seen money in my hustling days, so I'm straight. In my hustling days, I saw it. I'm good. So I'm not infatuated about it. I know we need finances to make things work. I do know that. I do definitely know that we need finances to make this stuff work. Again, I'm not here to belittle anybody, but I want y'all to think and I want y'all to start questioning people. And if y'all want to support me, always support by hitting up the $ Sabir Bey, the Cash App, or PayPal at sabirbayradio@gmail.com. Why you push slavery, Sabir? See, why you push slavery? Slavery? Or are you asking me why I should push slavery? Because slavery sells like a motherfreaker. Slavery sells. So I think I'm on the wrong platform. I said, why you say, go watch my video from yesterday. Damn, y'all. If you a Johnny come lately, please come on the feed. Damn, I talked about Arabs. The Arabs, the original Arabs were you and I. Yes, you and I. Go watch my video from yesterday. Go to Facebook. Go watch it. And to do some deeper research. Do some deeper research and be honest with yourself, because I'm honest with myself. I found peace within myself. So I found peace within the world. I found peace within myself. So I found peace within the world. So if you're new to me, I suggest you go watch all my videos. Go watch the video I did yesterday. I believe the title was up there. This is why I be trying to tell y'all to share these videos out. This is why I try to share with y'all to come on the feed. The request line is open. People still think Roots is real. Exactly. They still think Roots is real. That's a hell of a storyline right there. That was a story. That was a story. Yes, no doubt, we are from America. So you just got on here. You're kind of late. Because I did just talk about us being here in America. Yes, I did. I did just talk about us being in America. You need to stop coming on late and just come on a little early. So I talked about this. These are the things, people, that we really need to have deep discussions on. I had over 120 people on Facebook, probably more than that. Now, if you get off here, see how many people were actually on Facebook. It said 120. So I guarantee you it's more. You just said I said the Arabs. The original Arabs were us. I said the original Arabs were us. You could take it any way you want to take this motherfreaker. You could take it any way you want. The request line is open. The reality is we have to take responsibility for this information going out the right way. I have never taken anybody's money to lie to my people. I'm going to say this again. I have never taken anyone's money to lie to my people. Period. Come on my feed if you don't understand me. Come on the feed. The request line is open. This is why I said this is a lot. This teaching is harder than in a school, man. God darn you. This is harder than teaching in school. The request line is open on Facebook. It's easy to push the button. Bam. We from the four corners of the earth. Exactly. And that's what they don't understand. We are from the four corners of the earth. The four corners of the earth. Stop letting people lock you down in one area. I got you, Mike. I got you. I'm going to bring you on in 1 second. What's up? Yo.
What's going on with you?
Chilling. What's good?
No, I'm just saying, you know, we've been going through this for a time. I'm saying, why do you keep saying that Moors is from Africa and Arabians, man? You know that shit's a lie, bro. We from America, bro. And that's what Noble Jew Ali told us, and that's what it says in the Peace and Friendship Treaty, and that's what Taj Tariq say. You always push us to Africa, bro, and that's kind of phony, bro.
Let me explain something to you. I've been down that road. I can go down that road again. I expanded my research. Most of them have not expanded their research. I went to Morocco. I went to where the treaty that y'all keep talking about is at. I was in Tunisia, in Tangiers, where the Treaty of Peace and Friendship was at. Unless you went there, unless you say a lie that I went there.
You're lying because the treaty was in America. Morocco wasn't even around until 1956, bro. America wasn't even, Morocco wasn't even around until 1956, bro. So it ain't in Morocco, bro. Come on.
I can tell you been watching these videos. What I want you to do, brother, and I'm going to go to the next person too. This is what I want you to do.
I know you're scared, Sabir. You always do this stuff to get scared, man.
Nothing. There's nothing scary about it.
You always do this stuff, man. Put your NOI out there. Quit saying you a Moor. You really ain't a Moor, bro. You NOI, man. And then you talking about some shit in Morocco, man. Come on, man.
Okay. Are you finished? I want you to go get your scholars, right? Whoever your scholars are, go get them. So what I want you to do for me, this is what I want you to do for me. If the treaty was here, right? Listen to me. If the treaty was here, I want you to go to the library. I want you to go somewhere in D.C. and find it. That's what I want you to do. Please do
I got.
No.
I got the treaty, man. I got the treaty, Sabir. It was signed in America by American men.
Brother.
Arabians wasn't even around then, bro.
Brother.
Yes, where was it signed at? Where was it signed at, Sabir?
The Arabians wasn't around. Listen to me again, brother.
Arabians wasn't around in the 1700s, Sabir.
Brother, listen to me. I hope you listen to me. And I hope you get this, okay? That treaty I had the treaty, okay? I had the red ribbon. I don't know which one you got.
What language is it in?
Listen to me.
What language
I need you to listen, brother, because if you're not going to listen, I'm not going to keep going forward. When I got the treaty, not the one that y'all looking at right now, when you got it from D.C., it was written in Arabic, number one, right? It has a.
It was written in Latin. Our language is more Latin.
You don't want to listen, bro. I ain't got time for that. Let me move forward. Let me explain to y'all what this is. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Number one, and I keep telling them, go to Washington and find all this information. Don't go online and look it up. Find it for yourself. The original Treaty of Peace and Friendship was written in Arabic, okay? And it used to have, I have a red, matter of fact, Lincoln may be on here. It has a seal that was sealed on it, right? Written in Arabic. and actually translated it into English. So if the treaty that he's talking about is real, then go to Washington, D.C. and find it. Just go to the archives and find the flag. This is why I expanded my research to go overseas to find out what was going on. So when I went to over there, I actually went to the embassy. The first U.S. embassy was in Tangiers. That was the first embassy. Now, if you can show me instead of telling me, no doubt we was here before them. I said this many times, but I've been down that path before. But then you have to go expand it because we were not speaking English. Did that make sense? You follow me? It was not written in English. Can I say that one more time? It wasn't. So in order for you to figure it out, you have to go to the original. Am I right or wrong? Go to the original and find out. So those people that you're speaking of never made those trips. Now, if they did, then prove it. Tangiers was made in 1900s. God darn, he said made in 1900s. This is when you could tell these cats is misinformed. They are totally misinformed. It was made in 1900. That's what he just said. Wow. You can't make nothing. Wow. That's crazy.
So what is he trying to say?
I was trying to figure it out.
What does that mean? It was made.
Sabir, won't you take us to Africa? You put up your money. I don't have a problem. Listen, he said, want me to take them to Africa now. Yeah, tell people to donate. I would definitely take y'all. I said this many times before. I said this. You got to first get a passport because don't think that you can travel without a passport. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. Don't think for 1 minute that you talk this Moorish talk that you can fly without a passport. And that's the reality. I know y'all keep watching some of these videos, but believe me, you ain't going to make it past go. You are not going to make it past go. Period.
And at this point, you can't.
And at this point, you can't even get a damn passport. Are you dealing with a Moor too? I can show you my stuff that says Moor. You want to see some receipts? Let's see how many Moors did it. Let's show us some receipts. Hold on. Let me. Should I pull out the passport? Let me show you what a Moor. And if you were Moor, you would do something like this. Give me 1 second. Let me help you out. Let me help them out. This is what Moors do. Since I'm not a Moor, right? Let's see something for 1 second.
And the crazy part is, didn't Noble Joe Ali say proclaim your nationality?
He said proclaim your nationality. He didn't say join a club. Let me help him out 1 second. Let me see if I can find this for 1 second. I'm not a Moor. Okay. Well, let me show you what the world knows that I'm a Moor. So, not United Statians that knows I'm a Moor. Let me see if I can find it. See, this is what happens when you can just freestyle it. He said I'm an NOI, the Nation of Islam. Yeah, I'm that too. I'm in the Nation of Peace because you don't even understand what the Nation of Islam is. The Nation of Islam means the Nation of Peace. That's the problem with cats that don't read. Y'all be watching too many of these videos. Then you gonna say Todd said. I get off the phone with Todd yesterday. He said what Todd says. Damn, boy, we out to lunch, boy. Hold on 1 second. I'm scrolling through. No, I'm not. Stop assuming, y'all. Please stop assuming. He said you at your girl house. Say that again. Say that again. Say it again louder.
No.
Oh, these dudes be in their feelings, man. You heard the knot, right? They be in their feelings, hard body. I don't know what more y'all think y'all talking to. I really don't. Give me 1 second. I'm not scared of nothing, family. No, sir. I wasn't even scared to travel by myself. This is going over. This is just one of them. You see that right there? Look, Alberto said, no, that's Karen. Alberto said, no, that's Karen. Here you go right here. Hola. Nationality, American Moor. This is overseas. Somebody said I wouldn't even bother them, bro. I'm not, but there you go. That says nationality, American Moor. That says Sabir Bey. He said, Alberto said peace. Let's see if they can do the same thing. Let's see if they can do that. And I have many of these documents because when you travel, you're going to have to fill this out when you're going through immigration. That's a fact. When you're going through immigration, you are definitely going to have to fill that motherfucker out.
Well, who's the real Moor now?
So who's the real Moor? Who is the real Moor that's standing on the square? Who is the real one that's standing on the square? I'll wait. Y'all want some more receipts? Y'all want to see some more receipts? Moor is not Africa. He said Moor is not Africa. He said Moor is not from Africa. You could be wherever you want to be from. That's not Sabir, but they don't stop me from moving around.
Moor is not from Africa.
Well, that's what they keep saying. That's why these Pan-Africans be eating these Moors up, because they be listening to the nonsense. I congratulate some of these Pan-Africans for chopping these Moors up because they be bull on some bull. They be on some bull, man.
Has he ever read that one?
Oh, he must never read this one either. He probably never read this one. Maybe he never read this one either. Maybe.
And the guy that wrote that book has an article in this one right here.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they never read these things right here. Maybe they never read these. So can I be able to travel the world while I can? You better try to travel when you can. A lot of these Moors are selling people these pipe dreams. A lot of these Moors are selling pipe dreams, G. They be selling pipe dreams. They be trying to get out of traffic tickets and child supports type stuff. That's what they be into. I ain't running for no platform, but if you want to talk, state your facts. If you can show me where the treaty is at, I'll bring you back on. No doubt. You know how I am. I'll bring you back on. Not a problem. You can't see it? Oh, let me go back. Take a picture of it. 1 second. If you want to come back on, and if you state your facts, that's what somebody said, I'll bring you back on.
Blessings, brother. Can you hear me?
Peace. What's good?
Brother, I would like to tell you that you're right and exact, but it is pointless to continue to argue with a blind man. You understand?
Yes, you are right about that, brother.
The blind man has never seen the sky. So how is he to tell you, what is the ambience of it? The thing is that I know that you have traveled. I know you have seen the treaty because I myself am of Kadar, of the house of Hiram.
Oh,
so,
wow.
When you are explaining yourself to these brothers, okay? Don't waste your time with the vagabond. Now remember that's in your teaching as a traveling man.
Give thanks,
you
brother.
have tokens. You have tokens and you have signs and you have symbols. There are certain handshakes and grips you can give that others cannot. You can go to another language and speak a language without even moving your lips. You see?
Wow, that is true.
Because of, you're traveling. And my thing is that I know you're not shooting a line of bullshit. I know you're not playing any games, but you always are going to have someone to come forth, if many, especially with the Western mindset, because the Western mindset has been sold to a system that is more bestial than it is humanized. You see, because when you are speaking of the European, you are speaking of people that are not human at all. They are kind of like a man. Okay, that is why they are called mankind. You see, and when people say, you have the Pan-African people and you have the people that always say, well, I'm trying to get to Africa. I'm trying to get to Africa. Here's the thing. The promised land, okay, is here. Let me explain why. Because this is not a country, first and foremost. This is a corporation. You understand? So when you're dealing with a corporation, that is the aptitude of your financial gain that you will be making while you are dealing with the corporation. The United States of America is the youngest country on the planet. Okay, so its decisions are made by the superpowers which are actually on the planet. The United States of America is not actually a superpower. These brothers that say, oh, well, you need to show me your passport, or you need to, show me this, and you need to show me that. Here's the thing, brother. A God never proves himself to dust. You understand? A God never proves himself to dust. You see, and when you have these people that come forth, see, they say, why are you pushing slavery? Why are you pushing slavery? You're not pushing slavery. You're pushing the understanding of slavery. So that if someone can understand what they've been through, then they will know to come out of it. You see, they forget their place. And when they forget their place, then they're going to call you all manner of names. They're going to blaspheme you. They're going to say you're not this and you're not that. And then they're going to call you an agent. I'll tell you why they call you an agent. It's the same reason why you have here in America. I am a chaplain of the ancient and accepted Freemasons Lodge. Okay? I am. And I have been traveling this course for a long time. Ever since I was 13 years old, I was born to this. But you have another order here that is of the white order. Okay? Now let me tell you what the greatest secret on the planet is. The greatest secret is the secret of the original man. Okay? That is what those white Masons are in there protecting. And that is why you see that we have more power than they do. Okay? First of all, our rights to move and travel is sovereign. Okay? It's not a piece of paper that makes you sovereign. It is a mindset. Because when you go before a judge in a court and this judge says, put your hand on that Bible and swear away all your rights so you can be judged by man, you are the foolish one who does it. You see?
That is true. And I never did that.
Right. So if you tell the judge, how is it that I swear away that which was given unto me in the day of my creation, when you are the lesser whom came from a mother and father in a laboratory known as Eden? Okay? You are all, the only thing you are is a tool of Solomon. And if I do not reach within my case of my craftsmanship to use you, then there is no need for me to be standing in front of you, because you will never get me in that triangle. Okay? So,
and you heard what he said about the triangle, y'all? Let me explain to them what the triangle is. That's the judge, the prosecutor, and you.
Absolutely.
That's the triangle, right? So, like you said, it's not about a piece of paper. It's about what you know. And what he said, when I was traveling, brother, they were asking me why I was not teaching in the States. Literally.
Right.
When I walked into these places over there, right, I'm sitting with you with, as scholars. They are scholars. I'm going to keep it real with you. They were saying, why are you not teaching this to the people that's in the States? I said, they don't want it. I had pictures when I was sitting with them. I had video when I'm sitting with these people. I don't take one side of anything. I take all sides and I take it and I analyze it. Like a scientist, as the science that we supposed to be. We are scientists. We're supposed to take all these things and analyze everything. Not what one person have said, all of it, and try to make sense out of it. And even though my 17 years in radio, brother, I've been doing it. I've been like, and getting beat up by my own people.
Yes, because it is your own people who are made to beat you. You see? Because here's the thing. The white man has no power. He has no power. Nope. This belief that he is controlling the world and the world is under him is a lie, because I refer you back to one of the most ancient organizations on the planet, and that is the Order of the Bull. Okay? And the Order of the Bull has been around ever since the days of Massi. So when King Solomon was crafting and building the temple, King Solomon nor David could craft nor build this temple without Hiram of Tyre. You see, all of the craftsmanship and work had to come from there, because it is fine to be Corinthian. You understand? So, when all of these things are made here, even in the United States is not, if you know your landmarks, you can go to Washington, D.C., and like you said, you can go to Washington, D.C., you can go to the George Washington Museum. When you go in there, you will see George Washington on a cross, and you will see all of the fezzes laid out, and above George Washington's fez and all of the founding forefathers of the United States of America is one black fez, and that fez has Benjamin Banneker wrote on it, okay? Benjamin Banneker, who was the one to foundate and civilize the nation. And if you read deeper into the understanding of whom your forefathers were, every single one of them were 33rd degree Freemasons. Therefore, they did not bow to Christianity nor support Christianity. They built the United States off of Islam. Okay? Peace is what they built it off of, because that is the degree that they came to. Okay? That is the degree that they understood. This is why you can look at a bird's eye view of Washington, D.C., and you will see the great owl, Mahul, or Moor, which is a symbol of the Moor people. Okay? And people, you see, you cannot teach a black man shit. All right? Understand what I'm saying here. You cannot teach a black man shit, but you can teach an original man everything. You know why? Because unlike the black man, the original man is still alive. The black man is dead. That is why they put black on your name, because you are dead and stinking. You are in the grave. Like it says in the Revelations, and the dead shall walk the earth. Well, when you look at these black people out here walking around, doing all these things that they are doing to dishonor their culture, to dishonor their creed, to dishonor where they came from, these are the ones who are the dead ones, you see? And when someone comes forth to give them understanding, this is why I always say, I am nobody's prophet, because I see what you do to your prophets. I see what you do to your messiahs, okay? The gods are you. You are the gods. Yep. And religion, Christianity, and all of these other things that come about within that mark of the beast are meant to take you away from your sovereign mind. And when your sovereign mind is dead, you are dead. Because therefore, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. I see many Moors. I've helped many Moors go in there. And yeah, I know there's probably a lot of people that are like, oh, he's a Freemason. Oh, he spreads lies. He spreads this. But see, that's the thing. Just the same way as they are coming against you right now is the same way they come against us. You know why they come against us that way? Because none of them will take the time to give 3 knocks at the door and come in and study who they are. You wonder how black Masons get out of tickets? You wonder how we get out of trouble? It ain't because we're fucking Masons. It's because we know the law and we understand how the law is written. And before law was written in Latin, it was in Aramaic. You understand? That is how it was written. And law itself was numbers. It was numbers and binary and code. You understand? And these people claim to know God, but they cannot do simple mathematics. You see, when you tell them that you're standing on your square, they don't understand that every time you see the queen or you see anybody of a foreign country, and they're standing in arraignment, they are always standing on the black square. You know why? Because they are showing you that we stand on the Moor and the Moorish principles. Most of those Europeans that are over there right now, that are governing Europe, which also governs the United States, those people claim that they are more people and that they come through the Romanian bloodline of Murak. You see? So etymology kills a lot of our people. Etymology is what destroys our people, because the Moor people is actually pronounced Muor, the Muar people, you see? So you have these Moors running around here but don't even know what Moor light is. You understand? You got Moors that run around here all the time. I have these Moors and these Hebrews that like to stand out on the corner, and they always like to say to me, brother, what's your nationality? And I kill it very quickly, because I just say, oh, well, I'm a Hamite. I'm the first son of Abraham, and move on about my business. You see what I mean? And they can't say anything about it because they know Ishmael was the first son of Abraham. Okay? Now, when you say that the original Arabic people were black men or of black hue, that is absolutely the honest to God's truth. There is no lie in what you are saying. I'm talking to you now. I am considered Arabic. Here in the United States of America, I am on the census. When they send the census, you know what I have to put on that census, brother?
What's that?
White.
See?
Egyptian, Arabic, all of these things are considered white. But yet we look just like you. And just like even the other brother who came on here talking. You see what I mean? So it's about separation of the mind. They don't care about your nationality. They don't care about, you know, what papers you fill out. They don't care about your UCC code. They don't care about your UBW9s. They don't care about none of these things. The only thing that they care about is that you order yourself in the direction they want you to be ordered in. But see, they duress you and hold you into fear. But when you go in there and show them, I have no fear of you. Like the brother said, we are living in a white man's society. A white man doesn't have a foot big enough to put it on your neck. Okay?
Yep.
The richest men in the world, the most powerful men in the world, I will name one because I want to keep some things to myself.
Yeah, I do the same thing, bro.
Right.
Go ahead, man. Shoot it.
I will name one. Nasir Hakim Hamamahama. You see? That is one of the
one more time
richest.
for people. Repeat that again.
Nasir Hakim Hamamanaha. Okay? Now you will pronounce that Muhammad. Okay? That's one of the richest men in the world. He is a sheikh in Dubai. Okay? Very good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. And I sit down and I have conversations with him because I want to know how the elite mind works. And at my status, where I have came, I have been past 33 and a third. And no, I did not sit down and meet the devil. The devil met me. Okay? And my thing is I'll shake hands with the devil to set my people free. You understand? Who else will make that type of sacrifice? You see? So when you say what you're saying, they, even though you are speaking English, they can understand what you're saying because they don't know the numerical qualities of your words. You understand?
Yes.
Each one of your words hold a mathematical weight in the world. Anytime any word comes out of your mouth, you are mathematically bound and held by that word. How you put them together is how the mathematical equation goes. That is how you are supposed to study these books like the Bible, the Quran, the Kabbalah. You are supposed to study them mathematically, not by the word. That's why people get confused. So now you have these Moors running around here talking about.
I don't know. He probably, the connection just went off. I don't know what just happened. Brother, come back on if you can. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if his phone died or not. But he's absolutely right. And Madib is on here too. Madib, you want to come on, he can share. This is the funny thing when he said everything is numbers. The first language was numbers. Gaga Gugu. Gaga Gugu is numbers. Gaga Gugu, numbers. It's based on numbers. Lady Gaga. But what happened when I was going to Tunisia? No, was it Tunis or Morocco? When I first went into Morocco, they held me for a minute. They held me for a minute, and they were asking me, where was my father from? Where was my father from? And I'm like, what do you mean, where's my father from? Right? They kept asking me these questions. Where's your father from? Where's your father from? I'm like, what do you mean? And Madib, my brother from Tunis, had to tell me why they were doing that. He said because they were trying to figure out if you were royalty or not. That's what Madib said. They were trying to figure out if I was royalty or not. And I went through the same thing when I went to Tunisia.
Sorry about that, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we good.
I'm at the lodge, and sometimes I lose signal in this place. Okay. Now, like I was saying, you have these Moors that run around here. They wear their fezzes. They claim to be standing on their square, but they're easily knocked off of their square because they work on something called faith, hope, and belief. Okay? This is what the devil and the sons of the devil sold you. They sold you faith, hope, and belief. They didn't sell you knowing. Okay? Now, let me ask you a question, brother. Would you rather know that you have $7 million in the bank, or would you rather have faith, hope, and belief that it is there?
Have $7 million in the bank.
You see?
To know I got it in there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
To know that you have it there. You see, that is the difference in a true Moor and a Moor who's just talking about being Moor because it's fad. Because it's
a fad.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's fun. You know, I have Moors walk up to me all the time trying to give me certain grips, certain handshakes. Some of them I address righteously because I know they are true Moors, okay? Which is actually what a Freemason is. There's a little secret for you. So some of them I address righteously because they address me righteously. But others, I do not. Because it's a game. You see? Now let me ask you this. If you seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? You gain enlightenment. So when you are enlightening yourself, it is self-knowledge, knowledge of self, right?
Knowledge of self, yeah.
So let me ask you this question. Why is it that when one gains knowledge of self, and I see this the most in the United States, why is it that when one gains knowledge of self, all of a sudden he becomes the name of another God? Or he becomes the name of somebody else? Or he becomes the name of this? Here's the thing. There will be books written, okay? Because there is no such thing as the world is going to end, all right? This is a cycle. It is going to continue to go and spin like it is spinning. And when I say spinning, I don't mean out in fucking space around some, sun, because that's a lie too. It's going to continue because it is eternal, because there are eternal beings here, okay? And I kill the Christians all the time when the Christians come forth and try to tell me, oh, God is going to do this, God is going to do that. God turned his back on you. You killed his son. It's written that he turned his back and the earth rent. Nowhere in there is it written that he turned back around. Okay? So the only thing you have is this person whom you call Jesus, which is another lie, because you make Jesus the prophet, Yeshua. So you have this fool man that you are worshiping and being led by, whose image have been changed, and this is what you are giving your hope to. Well, this is exactly what they have done to Noble Drew Ali. Okay? They have made Noble Drew Ali not the prophet that he was. They have made him the vagabond in the land, where you can just speculate and create your own reality as to what he was. Noble Drew Ali died to bring the knowledge here into the West. All right? Not because it was not in the West, it is because the knowledge left the West. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The so-called original man is from everywhere, not just America.
Everywhere. Say that again. We are from everywhere.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem that they have with me. And like you said, they will try to lynch you. You got to get on here right now, keep calling you an immigrant, a migrant. This is the problem with these cats watch too many of these YouTube videos, brother.
Right.
They watch too many of these YouTube videos, and majority of these people who they watch, brother, have never traveled.
Right.
And this is a fact. I had one more tell me this. He got upset when I was in Turkey. Why would I go to Turkey to find some information?
Right? I know exactly why you went to Turkey to get. I know what you went to get. Exactly,
right? But I'm by myself. But I'm on the phone with this particular Moor. He said, I don't need to go travel. I said, you don't? Wait a minute. Then one person told his sister that a Moor told his sister, why would I go see some rocks? I said, go rocks.
Wow.
You know how much history is in these places internationally? When you go there, I wasn't on vacation. I was sitting with these people, with the Kurdish people and all.
Right.
They giving me history about my title, Bey, and where the Beys come from. They were telling me about my affairs.
So you went before the Council of 13.
Listen, I am international.
Right.
I am international. Ibn Battuta, if you don't know who Ibn Battuta is, I suggest everybody on his feed research Ibn Battuta.
Right.
Research. One of the greatest travelers, Ibn Battuta. And that's when I was in Morocco, they gave me the title of the traveling Moor. They said, you are Ibn Battuta, brother. You are the modern day Ibn Battuta.
Right. Isn't it funny, brother, how you have these Moors who claim to be Moors, but don't know how to fold a dollar in their pocket? Isn't that funny? We ain't worried about it, bro. We just got the dollar, bro. Don't worry about it. Right, right. And you know what I'm talking about when I say fold the dollar in your pocket. You know what I'm talking about. But see, I'm not going to put all that out there for most of these people on here, because we have a lot of baby ears in here. You see? But how does a Moor call himself a Moor and he's not a traveler? How in the hell? That's like me calling something a car, but it doesn't move. Hold up, say that one more time. I think the ones in the back heard you, bro. Right. How does a Moor call himself a Moor if he is not a traveler?
No. We do travel, brother. We travel from New York to Philadelphia. Stop.
You have jokes. I am laughing.
New York to Philadelphia, bro. Don't worry about it. We do travel.
Listen, brother. Here's the thing. There is only one country in this world that I haven't been to. I am in my 40s now. I've been traveling ever since I was 13 years old. I got my passport when I turned 13. And my father and my family said that, you know, you need to travel, you need to see the world so that you understand your culture. And it used to behoove me when I was younger. What do you mean, see my culture? And my family used to say, because your culture is everywhere. And you need to go see your culture so that you can see what they've done with your culture so you don't continue to give them your culture. Because the whole agenda is to remove you. Because here's the thing. Look how the European treats God himself. They don't care about God. They don't love God. They had to turn God white before they could serve him.
Let me correct this real quick. Let me say this before. He did not say we are all not Moors. He did not say that. Listen to him, Al. He said we are saying we Moors and we're not travelers. That's what he said.
Right.
You can't say that you are a Moor and you don't travel.
Right.
That's the point of what he said, Al. Get it right.
Stop
twisting things, brother. We know exactly what's going on. So just like he said, there's so much that I know that I can share with y'all. And like he said, I'm holding some things back too. Not because I want to, because we got baby ears.
And you would turn their minds into water, just as Noble Drew Ali said.
Exactly. So I know what I'm talking about, and I have receipts on top of receipts. You said you seen me traveling. Do you know when I was overseas, they told me the first thing you get when you're a child? What is the first thing you get when you're a child? You get a passport, they said, right? That's what they said. So from England, when I was there, when I was in Morocco, and what happens, you have to go throughout the world to find your history. It's there. So if you don't know what your history is, what somebody's going to do is actually give you what they want. Here, this is your history. You was all with slaves. Here it is right here. And the white man hates you, and the white man's the devil. You got brothers, sisters, brothers that is killing our brothers right now. Brothers are killing each other because they're hatred, because you know something that they don't know.
Right.
When I saw Nipsey Hussle get killed, that was called hate. I was down the street when he got killed. Hate. That was called hate or some type of jealousy.
Right.
That's what that was. It wasn't, we could say the white man set it up, but you pulled the trigger.
Right.
Period. You follow me?
Right.
You pulled the trigger on that brother.
Right.
Not the white man pulled the trigger.
Absolutely.
So that's the reality. But go ahead, brother.
And, you know, I see a few people in here saying, oh, he's an Mason African and all of these damn things. Let me clear some things up, okay? I was born here in the United States, in Miami-Dade County, okay? I have dual citizenship to the United States and to Cairo, Egypt, all right? Now, first of all, real Egyptians call themselves the Cairaean people, okay? Because that's what we were before Arabic, Comedian, and all that stuff came out, okay? We call ourselves the original people. And in Egypt, you have certain blood types. My blood type is OA, which means original or of ancient order, okay? My father's last name is Ramses, Ramahassis, okay? So, first of all, I'm not an African because Afrio Cipricanus didn't do shit for me, okay? All of them Europeans that came down from the upper parts of the world, which you now see as the lower part of the world, all of those that came down, those people have nothing to do with me. And I have nothing to do with them. Because even in Africa, I know who I am. Okay?
There you go.
And I argue with other Africans about the same thing. So don't get it twisted. Okay? I am an ancient and accepted Freemason from the oldest order before Solomon even knew what building a house was. Okay? Our order came about when David was cheating. Okay? Our order came about before there was anybody walking the earth laying hands on anybody. Okay? So don't get yourself in a place where you now start to speak on assumption, because I can easily correct you and put you back in your place. You understand? Because I will tell you this, a lot of you, your ancestors that you pray to, I governed over them. You understand? And I'm talking about through blood. I governed over a lot of your ancestors. And when we found weakness among the people, those were the ones that were casted out from among the bloodline because we sought to keep the bloodline strong. You wondering where your slavery came from? Here's the thing. I want you brothers to show me something. You keep talking about this transatlantic slave trade that you keep trying to put on someone. Okay, I can go to a museum and see dinosaur bones. I can go to a museum and see the most ancient things dug up from the earth. You show me a damn slave ship.
Woo! I said that years ago. Show me a slave ship.
Show me one.
Hold up. I found one. I found one in France.
Yeah, that carried those white people over to France to be placed in slavery, which is why the Statue of Liberty stands in New York right now, letting the white man of America know we still govern over your ass and you still owe us. Okay?
Exactly.
This is Our Lady whom has been placed over you to govern you, and her torch burns hot. And as soon as you step outside of the UN treaty, you're gone. You're seeing it happen right now. You're seeing it happen right now. All of the European countries are now starting to move away from the American country. And if you pay very close attention, racism in America is being pushed in other countries harder than it's being pushed here. You know why? Because everybody wants some get back at this white man who is here. Okay? Don't ever think for 1 second that you are the minority of this world. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Listen, they're not listening to what you're saying. Sabir never said slavery was fake. Did I say slavery was fake, or did I just say what you just said a different way? Listen to me.
Right.
When I was the Statue of Liberty, like you said, I was up in the Atlas Mountains, right? Like you said, the Statue of Liberty.
Right.
That lady with those the things, I'm gonna show you. If I can pull a picture up, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. They were stirring the argan oil. That same photo, right, is a sister. Everybody, all these Moors are sitting there posting with the lady with the things coming out her crown.
Right.
That was in the Atlas Mountains in Morocco, right?
Right.
They keep saying where it was. Now I was in the Atlas Mountains with the ladies stirring the argan oil.
Right.
Right. And I'm saying this is where they got that photo from. I have the original picture of it. Right? When I was there, I took my picture. When I was in France, like you said, in Marseille, Marseille is the oldest place in France.
Right. That is where you find the catacombs.
There you go. So I'm there, and I took pictures in the museum in Marseille. So there's an area look like Carthage, right? And it's it was underwater.
Right.
Right. Part of France, that part was under the water. And I'm taking these pictures. I said, "Oh, I found a slave ship." I was joking with the sister I was with. I said, "I found a slave ship." So she started telling me the history of what was going on. And she was from Algiers.
Right.
One was from Algiers and one sister was from Tunisia I was with. So as I'm talking with them, they're giving me the rundown and the history about what was happening at that time frame. I said, man, this is heavy stuff right here, man. So
and for you to even be able to here's the thing. A lot of the people you're talking to have never been outside of their states, much less the country. They don't even understand that what you're saying, even though you're speaking of it finite, because it is finite to you, they don't even understand that where you were at and where you were taking pictures, that's something you're not even allowed to do.
Nope. It wasn't.
But I guarantee you, not one concierge or not one forced serviceman said anything to you, did he?
Nope. When I went to Carthage, when I'm sitting there, they would saw me with my family, and I'm talking to them. But the problem I had is when I was in Morocco, let me tell you how this went down. There was places, if I didn't have a person with me, like I paid this dude $500. Right. And he's taking me into places, like if I was out by myself taking pictures, they'd be like, it's like a standoffish thing, right? Like,
right.
No, don't do that. So they're telling me places that I couldn't take pictures as I'm in the car. Because you got the guards all up and down there, right? He said, wait a minute, I'm going to hook it up. Give me 1 second. Because you can't just automatically take those pictures and keep it pushing.
Right.
You got to pay these people, do something, know somebody, right?
Right.
So I'm over here like sneaking stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I did this. I'm gonna keep it real since I'm over here now safe in the States. I don't know if I should say this though. So I might not be able to get back in Turkey no more, so I should be careful.
Yeah, you might not want to say it because they are internationally watching. That's probably something you want to say in person. But does it have something to do with the token?
Dude, it's so much that it was so you couldn't take pictures in certain places.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You can't.
I know exactly what you're talking about,
right? Okay,
right.
So it's things that I know for a fact. It's crazy that you just can't do these things. So somebody was walking with me.
Right.
Somebody was with me saying, look, but I knew I was making allies with people as I was traveling.
Right.
I'm building with people and talking to people like, yo, what's up? Tell me such and such. I mean, little
Right.
kids, 13, 14 years old, was taking me around and building with
Yep.
me. Grown people, like, this is
Right.
what it was. And I felt at home. But my thing is that the documents, and I didn't even post a lot of stuff up, bro. I didn't post
Right.
a lot of pictures up purposely. And a lot of videos I didn't post up purposely also, because sometimes that can hinder you. And I always say I can shoot myself in the foot a lot
Right.
of times. And I don't want to do that because
And you
have no
don't want to shoot yourself in the foot you travel on, brother.
blacks don't want to come to my aid.
Right.
They're going to be like, file that paperwork, bro. You're going to get out.
Right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
File that Morris paperwork. You're going to get out.
Yeah. You know what?
No, I didn't go as a tourist, brother. Nowhere I went on this planet was a tourist. And if you watch my video, I did not go as a tourist.
Right.
Not a tourist.
A Moor never travels as a tourist. It's impossible for a Moor to travel as a tourist because a Moor is a merchant. You understand? He's a merchant of knowledge. Wherever a Moor goes, his temple goes with him. And when people see that, they honor that temple as a sovereign entity or a sovereign deity. See, people don't understand. Brother, like I said, I've traveled all over this world. Australia is the only place I haven't been. And
I got to go there.
And whenever like, just for instance, I'll give you an example. We went to Nagisa, Japan, and we had a couple of business endeavors that we had to take care of there. Now, I took a public plane, you see? And when I got off the plane, listen, the white men that were getting off in front of me, like, they just got off with their bags and everything, and they just watched them go. Because, see, people wait on you when you get there because they think they want to get money from you or whatnot. Like, the airports and stuff are full of people, you know, begging or trying to hustle. Dude, you know what I'm talking about?
Dudes over that motherfucker, dude. You got cats. You be like, oh,
right.
I had to do like, oh,
right.
bro, wait a minute. 1 second, because I don't know if you're trying to take me somewhere to, you know.
Right.
They'll bum rush you, bro. I'm
like,
hold on, 1 second, bro. Wait, you know, let me make some phone calls real quick. I'm on a phone like this, yo. Stay on the phone real quick. I'm in a car.
Oh yeah, and it's like that. I had women bringing their babies up for me to kiss their babies, and you know what they were calling me? Buddha.
Wow.
Now, do you hear what I'm saying? This is why I said earlier in your chat.
Where was you at?
Nagisa, Japan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I had women, brother, bringing their babies, and they were telling me that, you know, in their minds, the way they think, they believe in reincarnation. They are not like us. They do not believe in rebirth and regeneration. They believe in reincarnation. That's two totally different things. So they feel like if you look like a certain being or deity that they have worshipped, that you have returned. You see? That's what they believe. And they thought I looked like Buddha. Because they said, look at your nose. They were touching my face and feeling my lips and asking me, can we touch your hair? Will you kiss our babies? Yeah.
Touch my hair. That's
right.
What they asked me when I was over there. They was asking me, can they touch my hair? They thought I was from China too when I was in Turkey. They thought I was from China.
Right. And see, that just goes to show that you have a lot of, listen, here's the thing. You have a lot of people who are calling themselves Moors and even put the Bey on their name. Okay, if you got the Bey on your name, you should be most definitely traveling because you are technically a noble. You see? And when you go into any land, you should be able to be honored as a noble. You can even be honored as a noble here in the United States. Listen, let me explain something to you. Police officers do not bother me. Okay? I've had a couple try me, but after they have paid that huge fine, they don't want to try me like that no more. You see? And it didn't even have to get all belligerent and, you know, I don't have to post it on Facebook or post it for people to see. Watch this cop gonna pull me over. I'm gonna only roll my window down to hear it. It barely gets to that. You see? So the thing is that I've watched many Moors, and like I've said, I've helped many Moors come out of the situation of signing a contract that they don't even know that they're signing. Because if you pay attention to a lot of them, when they do go into the courtroom, they think that their paperwork they think their paperwork was what has the power. It is not the paperwork that has the power, it is the signs and symbols, it is the token. Okay, it is the token. When you see that prosecutor sitting over there balancing that pen on his finger, he's talking to the judge. When you see them lay back and spread their wings and put their hands behind their head to tell a judge to bury you underground, you see, these are the things that are going on right before your very eyes. And they will put you and subdue you to this because you do not know signs and symbols. Now, I'll even speak to the Christians and the Muslims and whoever else is in here of whatever religion. Is it not so that every teaching says, seek out the signs and symbols so you may travel righteously in the law of the land? You see?
Mm-hmm.
When you go in there and you sign when you sign a paperwork that says, okay, we're going to punish you for this many years. When you sign that, they didn't do you wrong. You did yourself wrong.
You did yourself wrong. Hold up. Say that one more time.
They didn't do you
did
wrong.
Yourself wrong.
You did yourself wrong.
But you didn't understand the signs and symbols in the contract.
Right. Because you have to understand the wordplay. When you say the word minority, okay? When you say minority, minority means minor. It means childlike. So when you go into the court as a minority and you're speaking as a minority, they have already deemed you as a child. Okay? Now here's some hints for you Moors out there. If you go into a courtroom and you submit yourself before the court, which you shouldn't even have to do that if you know what you're doing. But the thing is if you go in there because you want to submit yourself to the corporate entity so that you can adhere to the forthcomings of what you are owed because of the contracts and dealings that they have made, if they do not remove the flag from out of that courtroom that is sitting behind the judge, if they do not remove that flag, you are in the triangle. Understand, all law here is nautical. It is the only place in the world where we live by the law of the sea, not the land. Okay? This is why when you go to other countries, you are told by your media, by your leaders, and by whoever is here, you're told, oh, well, this country is shitty. It's not a good country. You shouldn't go there. They're third world countries. They're shitholes. But the thing is that those shitholes live by the law of the land. None of them are swimming. And that's what they got you niggers. Hear me out. That's what they got you niggers. Now, I'm saying that with how it is supposed to be pronounced, because that means black, dead, lost, deceived. They got you niggers swimming in the middle of the ocean without anything to save you. So they'll let them sharks come in and eat your ass up. Yeah, now we can keep on going about me being a Mason, but here I am dropping jewels on you. So I don't give a, I really don't.
See, but this is the thing though, brother. They can only research it. And this is what I keep telling people. All these Moors keep talking about processes,
right.
paper. It's not about paperwork.
Nope.
It's about you. You don't have to walking in the light. If you're walking that way, trust me, they're going to see it before it gets there.
Right.
Before it gets there. And like you said, as a Moor in a bay, and you're not traveling from Philly to Detroit.
Right.
Not traveling from Philly to New York.
Right.
Not talking about that type of traveling. Let's produce a vehicle.
Right.
If you're talking about traveling, produce a car.
Right.
Produce the car. That's
right.
all we say.
And
so
and also, brother, let me say this, because I don't know whenever they will come to get me. But let me say this.
I don't know when they get me either, so I don't know.
No. I mean, my brothers. I told my brothers, someone, Madam Blue, tagged me and it showed your video up. So I watched you for a little bit, and I was like, huh, this brother knows what he's talking about. And I was watching how you were, because I've studied psychology and how the influence of the mind works whenever the language is being delivered from the mouth. And I was watching you hold back on saying a few things because I could see that because of your facial structure and the way you were speaking. I was watching you hold back a few things that probably could set a lot that are actually listening to you free. But it's wise for you to hold those things back because they'll kill you. You understand? You'll be the next one on the cross, and they'll be writing a book about you next. You know?
And that's why I fall back, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. Listen to me. Phil Valentine, James Smalls, they was calling me when I was going. They said, dude, you nigga, you crazy. James Smalls said, be very careful. And every time I come back, I want to come at people, but I don't, because I know if I'm dead, then nobody gonna take care of my family. Nobody gonna take care of burial. Them niggas said he was a great man. Let's make a shirt of him. That's why I said I hold back but I can say a lot of things that can set you free.
Right.
But you ain't ready for it. You're not ready for this information. So I have to fall back, and we gonna put it in like a little study guide, some of the stuff. But my thing is, bro, I know what it takes to get this thing done. I'm so serious. It just scares the hell out of me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It do inside. I'm not scared of nothing, but inside of me, you don't know if it's your own brother that would try to kill you because of jealousy and envy. And I'm not talking about the white man. It would be your own people are the ones they would send to kill you.
Right.
Because you don't like him, right?
Right.
You don't like him. How much you want?
Right.
I give you, look, they say I give you 400.
Right.
5,000. I give you 400.
Right. And to the brother, how do I say your name? Creek Nariva?
I don't even know if that's him. I don't know who that person is.
But I see what you're saying about, you know, and I know we haven't been responding to you because there's been many jewels to be dropped here, that there are some people here that want to actually pick them up. But here's the thing, brother. I'm not downgrading or misplaying any knowledge from you because I have heard no knowledge from you exactly. I heard a rambunctious demeanor come about when you were approaching the brother and you sought to overspeak him and overtalk him, but yet you know the laws of a Moor and you know that each man has his turn. Each man has his time because that is the way law is established. So the brother, you know, dismissed you, and he righteously dismissed you. As a Moor, you should carry yourself on a deeper perspective and understand that, you know, thought is 360 degrees. Acknowledgement is 180. You understand? So you have to be on that 369 principle to understand that there are keys in how you communicate with someone. I'm not overlooking you. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm giving you what most of the knowledge that a lot of you know comes from where I come from. Okay? A lot of it comes from where I come from.
Why? Hold up, brother. Let me stop. He said, why would you want to confront him? What are you trying to confront him with? Now, I can bring the brother on, and if he strictly deal with facts, not what someone else said, and show me the book, show me the resources, I don't have a problem bringing these brothers on. But the problem is they're not showing anything. They just talking.
Right.
You're not showing it. You're going to tell me your opinion or your belief. Tell me what your research
have experienced yourself.
Tell me what you experience yourself, not what somebody else experienced.
Right.
So if you are willing to do that, I will bring you back on. But like the brother said, I will humbly get rid of you again. Unless you want to come on and tell me what you experience yourself. So if you're willing to do that, I am fine with that. I'm okay with that.
Right.
Now, everybody, he's a 33 degree. Come on, people. We are born Masons.
Right.
You are born
master builders.
We are born there. You just have been hit in your head
3 times by America, England, and France. That's who you've been hit by.
England and France. Bam.
Right there. So you've been hit in the head by a Marling Stone, and your identity, your culture, your rituals, your religions, your ways, your path, your clothing, your dance, everything has been stolen from you. Understand something, brother. I'm beyond 33 degrees, son, because 33 degrees can't boil water. You understand? When I cook for real. All right? I'm trying to keep as much masonry out of it because I know a lot of you are speculative, and I know a lot of you are pinging Google and probably tearing Facebook up right now, trying to find you some knowledge that says that the white man created it and Albert Pike is this and oh this and that, and you've been governing the world for so long and printing money. No, we've been trying to wake you the fuck up, but we're not going to go into a place where there are people like you and be trying to give you something you don't want. Because a man that wants something, let me tell you something about the wise traveler. The wise traveler seems like a fool to the wisest one in the land. You know why? Because he doesn't say a thing until he has gained all the knowledge that wise man can give. So if you want to really get back into this back and forth thing, brother, we can do this all day and all night, because here's the thing. My cup is empty. So when I ask for water, it's a purpose. Your cup is still full. So when you ask for water, it's needless. You understand? So please don't try to play on me. Don't try to play me like that. Now I'm telling you, I come right out and told you what I was, and I know how Black America feels about us. I know how you feel about us. And I really don't care how you feel about us. Because at the end of the day, while you're hoofing and woofing and poofing and searching Facebook engines, I'm living my life. You understand? And I'm living my life to the fullest with prosperity and goals in ahead. So my thing is you so caught up in the spookism. Oh, them 33-degree Masons, they make deals with Lucifer. How are we going to make a deal with somebody we equal to? Think about that.
Hold on,
How you going to make a deal?
I got a song. Hold on, I got a song for you. I got to play this real quick for you. This is for you and I. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. Watch this. I got a good song. What'd you say you could do all day, fam? Because this is actually the beginning of Hip Hop History Month, Hip Hop Appreciation Week.
Right.
But I got something for you. Listen, this is us right here. This is us right here. Listen, this is us right here. This is us. Hip Hop Appreciation Week, baby.
We can do this all day.
Right.
All day. We can do this all day.
Right.
All day. We can do this all day. All day. We can do this all day.
Hip Hop Appreciation Week. This right here.
We can do this all day.
Come from a place where the lights are low down. Cats getting towed down. Order one more round. Live in the spot, all you got is more sound. There's when you spit your verb or your noun. Cats getting real on the mic, they all clowns. I'm hearing them squeal and I'm piping them all down. 22 years, I'm fighting for more crowns. When it comes to MCing, I'm all down. I rock big cities and I rock small towns. I get all around like a tour bus, flawless. All over the country they call us. Respect is enormous in the mall, they maul us. When they saw us, grab.
I just had to play that one part for you, bro.
Bro.
We can do this all
day. And here's the thing. I'm just freestyling. I'm just freestyling. I ain't even pulled out no hadiths. I ain't even pulled out no ASFs. I ain't even pulled out no monikers. You see, you brothers talking all this noise, you need to pick your Bible back up. You understand? So that you understand basic information before you try to come and get this juice over here. You see? I can talk that slang and pull that thing too. I told you, man. You know, my thing is you say we ate you because we sorry. Well, if I'm so sorry, brother, if I'm so sorry, why you live like you live and I live like I do? If I'm so sorry, why you live like you live and I live like I do? See, I don't live in no white man's world. I never have lived in a white man's world. I know where the white man came from, and I know that's a hybrid. You understand? I know that's a clone of you. You understand? I know what they are. I know who their mother and father is. Their mother came from dirt. Their father came from dirt. And therefore, they live by dirt. You see, I'm talking to celestial people here. Celestial mindsets. Gods. You don't believe me? Read Psalms 82. Basic instruction before leaving earth, man. You ain't see. This is the thing. You can't hold me to the point when you can't even balance yourself on a square. You can't do it. No way possible. You see, you have to talk about what you're doing. I can shake hands and do what I do. I don't even have to make a sound because I'm from a place where a temple was built where no sound was made. You understand? So please be respectful because I'm trying to be respectful for you. Now let me ask you another question just to
something on inside. It's them. They don't want to be respectful because they have an issue with themselves. And they keep saying facts. I don't understand what facts are, brother. Facts can be researched, analyzed, and proven. Not what you keep talking, it's what you can show.
Exactly.
Show me what you're talking about. Don't tell me what you're talking about. They have not shown one document, brother, that they are talking about. They keep telling you what someone else said in a video that they saw.
Brother, I'll tell you what. I'll do you a token, a jewel. Let us exchange information, and I'll send you what you need without even having to pledge or knock at the door. I'll send you what you need to walk in a courtroom and own it. You understand? I'll send you what you need. I'll show you the diagram. I'll show you what to look for. I'll show you the signs. I'll show you the symbols. Now here's the things that are secret. Here's the things that we hide from everybody as we control the world. This stuff is irrelevant. We are in a time right now where they have convinced you that you have a virus called Convoy 19 that is a new virus, a new strand, when it's written on the back of a Lysol can, but yet they have convinced you that you are being targeted by a virus. This is no virus you are being targeted by. You are being targeted by a genetically modified weapon. It is called smart dust. And if you don't understand what this is, do the research for yourself. This is why now they are finding that treatments to cure it is ultraviolet light. You understand? When have you ever heard of anybody pumping ultraviolet light into a body? You see, those of you who understand the spiritual complexity of it all, you understand that they are setting you up for so far beyond your number. And your knowledge is constantly coming to you daily. You are waking up to who you are. So it is not time for us to be warring against one another. It is not time for us to be destroying one another. It is time for us to be unifying with one another. And no, all white people aren't bad. A lot of white people are the ones that are trying to tell you who you are so you'll wake up so they can fucking see a savior. Because they're tired of waiting on the man in the sky. You understand? So you can miss me with all of that. We can have a true and reasonable. Tiffany, look it up. Look up smart dust. It's open. Obama made it to where there's no information that can be hidden from you anymore. Look it up, Tiffany. Look it up.
Smart dust.
They've been spraying these things in the sky that you call chemtrails. They have been implanting biological weaponry into you to kill you or to make you succumb. You keep talking about these people is talking about the mark of the beast, 666. The beast has already been up on you. Man is 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and 6 protons.
Here. It's been here. We think it just came about. I used even the chips, brother. I said everybody got a chip. They prepare stuff way before that. People got chips in their debit cards and credit cards. That's the chip already. The chip's been here.
Right.
The chips have been here. It's nothing new.
Right.
In certain places, you can't even use cash. And if you notice, they're trying to tell you, don't use cash. Use debit.
Thank you.
Or credit card.
Exactly, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, Psalms 82. She put it in there, bro. She put it right there. Psalms 82. Now you tell me this. Why in the world are you called gods and told that you would die like a man if you're a man? Make sense of that. You don't have to believe, you don't have to believe in the religion that was built around the Bible, but believe in the architecture that was put there. And people that say, well, I can't understand the Bible, it's because it's written in cipher and code. So the ones that came to steal this knowledge from you, the first writers, the first knowledge, the first ones that came out of the void, that was called by light, and begin to write, read, arithmetic, foundated, gave the world everything, and all you want to do is turn around and give the credit to the white man. That's why he still dominates you. That's why he still beats you every single day, because you give the credit to your oppressor. Elizabeth, I'm glad that you like to study. Go read Deuteronomy 28. Isn't it crazy how that 82 and that 28 is just reversed? Mathematics, supreme, sacred geometry, something a Moor should know. Okay? So
dude, they are playing with our people, bruh.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, while you guys are sitting here, you know, wanting to fight and wanting to be like, oh, well, you ain't this and oh, well, you ain't that. Well, here's the thing, man. The devil is the accuser. Okay? That's who he is. He don't want no knowledge. He don't care about no knowledge. He just wants to be able to accuse so he can puff his chest out and say, I am better than someone and I have more knowledge than someone. How are you going to tell me, a man from the land who is walked in the pyramids as above, so below, because the first cap ain't the only one you see, okay? How are you going to tell me, a man who is grown up in this, who has been reared and raised in this, that I'm sitting here spitting some lies to you? No, I want you to wake up, because I know the Western gods need to know who they are. Because if you don't, you're going to get wiped out. You understand? You're going to get wiped out. And you ain't going to have to worry about the white man doing it. He's already programmed you to do it to yourself.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, and that's why, brother, you hitting it on the head, bro. Hold up. Let me show you something that they said. Somebody posted up what Malcolm said about this. Malcolm talked about. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find this thing that Malcolm said about how they're gonna get one of us to kill one of us.
Right.
And blame it on us.
Right.
Where's that? What Malcolm said. He was talking about this. Here it is, right here. This is what Malcolm said. They will pay one of us to kill one of us just to say it was one of us.
Right.
That's what Malcolm said.
And
so it ain't necessarily.
We know
European
Malcolm ain't
law.
never lied.
He ain't never lied about that. He said it.
But see, the problem is, bro. The problem is that they ain't worried about Malcolm because Malcolm wasn't given a day for telling the truth. They worried about old Martin Luther King, who marched your asses out there and had dogs bite you, had dogs kill you, had people drag you behind cars, spray you with water hose, and then tell you not to fucking fight back. That's what I think about your Martin Luther King, that nasty ass sellout son of a bitch Templar. That's what I think about him. And I don't care if it hurts you, because he harmed my people. And when he sat down and he talked to the Honorable Prophet and our brother Malcolm, Malcolm told him, he said, no, we're very different. We are very different because I teach my people to fight back. You teach your people to be sacrifices for the very one who is oppressing you.
Yep.
And then when Martin Luther King, go back and listen to his last speech that he made from the mountaintop. His whole view changed. After his view changed, they sent one of his own to kill him.
Yes, they did. He was saying, I'm sending my people into a burning house.
Thank you.
He told them that. He started waking up. So imagine what we know and how. It's why I said we don't have protection. We don't run around with security and all that.
Right.
But the reality is I'm looking at people. And again, you got to watch your own people. You know what is funny, brother? When I first got, the second time I got shot, because I got shot twice. The second time I got shot, I said, I wonder if they knew something. This is the beginning stages of me becoming conscious, right?
Right.
I got shot in the shootout the first time. I could take that, right?
Right.
The second time I got shot, two dudes rode up to me in a car. Real facts, in a car. They looked at me. I had a bald head at the time.
Right.
And, you know, around my hood in Philadelphia, you know, you do something, the karma may come back. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
So they rode up to me in a car, and they was like, yo, man, you know what 22nd, I can remember it like it was yesterday. He said, you know what 22nd and Somerset at? I said, yo, mind you, I'm not, you know, doing the stuff that I was doing.
Right.
I was really just getting out of it at that stage. So when the dude said, yo, you know what 22nd and Somerset at? Now that's North Philly, right? In Philly. So he was like, that's fucked up. This is exactly the words. Listen to me.
Right.
This is exactly what he said to me. It's fucked up. I saw the gun come up like it was a movie in slow motion.
Right.
It was pulling from the passenger side. I went to go in to reach the gun, to try to grab the gun. Before I went to grab the gun, he leaned towards the driver. And the first shot hit me. I thought it was my face, but it was my chest.
Right.
And the first bullet hit me in my chest and came out my back. And I fell. I got up and I heard the dude in the car say he got up. He was going to get out the car. I got hit 5 times. It was a 38. You only have 6 shots at 38.
Right.
I got hit 5 times. One was in my head. One was in my chest. One went through my wrist. When I went in the house with the dude listen to me. This is real story. The dude that I lived next door to me, I used to sell him crack.
Right.
My dudes want to be there for you. I sold him crack. Right now, he's actually on hospice right now. I got to go to Philly to see him because they don't know how long he's going to be, right? But at this time, this brother grabbed me, a person that I was selling stuff to at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he kicked this door shut because I ran in his house next door to my mother. My mother was at the top of the steps when it happened. We had this painted door that you can look directly in the house, and my mom was at the top of the steps when it happened. He kicked his door, and he said, go get some towels. I was shot in my chest and it came out my back, but I didn't know I was shot in my head.
Right.
But he heard the air coming out my lungs, and he put a bunch of towels on my chest to stop the airflow, and then he put his body up against my body because he was military.
Right.
Right? To stop the pressure. Right? And what happened, he would not let the police touch me at all. He did not let the police touch me.
Right.
Right. So you never know who's around you for what reason. But the point, what I'm saying is, brother, we don't know who probably sent them to do that to me.
Brother,
We
know who sent them to do that to you, because for one, he asked you where was what? Say what? 20 what?
22nd in what you call it? Was 20 North Philly.
Look, we don't even have to worry about the North Philly part. We talking about 22nd. He come and ask you 22nd. See, what people need to understand is that many are called, but few are chosen. And the few that are chosen, they are doing everything they can to wipe them out. You understand?
Yes, they are.
The few that are chosen, they are doing everything they can to wipe them out. Because if you think they're just now peering into your life and watching everything you do, you would be a fool. You understand?
I'm not.
So when that brother asked you 22nd, he was asking you about your soul. You understand? Because 22nd, if you do the mathematics on that, 2 and 2 is 4. You are a four-bunal person. You are mind, body, soul, and spirit. He was asking you where your soul, that's what they call a soul clap. That's a soul hit. You understand? I don't know what you may have said or what you may have done to get an eye on you like that.
Bro, listen, the funny thing is, honestly, I was in the nation when I was younger, but I left the nation to go back and hustle. But I was always, a Malcolm X fan.
Right.
Since I was 15 years old. I always studied Malcolm X since I was 15 years old. I loved the way he used to handle the police and how he dealt with things.
Right.
I was a fan at 15 studying Malcolm. So you know how things fight you. You try to fight certain things.
Right,
like,
right.
No, that's not right. That's not true. That's not this. You hear people say that. So I was always that type of person. So when I started getting into this, maybe that's what it was that they knew, because they know more about you than you know about yourself.
Right.
And
I'm not going to go any deeper into this. This is something me and you can personally talk about. But I mean, you got your wake-up call when you were 13. When you turned 13 years old, and me and you both know what we're talking about. See, let me also say this. Be careful of whom you entertain. That's for everyone. If there's evil in the world that's celestial, trust me, there's also good in the world that is celestial as well. So, we come to the realization of what we're going to do at a very young age. And that's what we run and fight, and we hustle in the streets, and we do because we're running from ourselves. Because we don't want the responsibility, because we've watched too many take the responsibility and die for taking it. And when you're young, you're afraid of death. You see? Because you think death is real when you're young. But when you get older, you realize that even that is an illusion. Okay?
Yep.
Even that is an illusion. And if you don't believe that that is an illusion, well, I mean, all you got to do is look at these billionaires who are harvesting your bodies to take your hearts and organs to keep themselves alive, but they look like vampires. Okay? Understand that. Now that's getting into the real. Your conspiracy theories that these people like to speak, these conspiracy theories are child's play compared to the truth, compared to what's actually going on around you. Okay? When that's even like your DNA structure and your helix code. They tell you Roberta Flack was the only one who could regenerate her cells even after she left the earth. You all can do that. Understand why they are laying you down in the street. Okay? They love to bathe in your blood. These people are pagan. Do you hear what I'm saying? They are pagan. They have been worshiping Gadrael since the fall. That is their God. When you hear them say God, they're saying Gad. If you don't believe that, look up who Gadrael is. You see, I'll send you to do some real research where you can start putting your facts and putting your mind together. The conspiracy theory is the fun part. The real reality is the detrimental part. And to give you the conspiracy theories so that you will not follow the reality. You wake up every day in the morning thinking you are free, because some boys went over to another country and wiped out people, family, villages, homes, loved ones, killed everything down to the mouse, the cat, the rat, and the dog. And you think you're free because of that? Let me tell you something. If your leaders were forced to fight the wars they start, there would be a heavy push for world peace. You understand?
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Democrat, Republican, whatever you want to call yourself, if you're a part of any of that, you're a fool. Because that is nothing but the Bloods and Crips revised. You understand? The only thing is that the Bloods and the Crips are now talking together and trying to get along because they see what's going on. You sit here and think that these people are for you, that govern over you. Well, if they was for you, let me ask you this: why every bill that they write to help out their people, the corporation has to be paid first? And if the corporation does not decide that you, if the corporation does not decide that you deserve it, you don't get it. Understand this: you are out here slaving daily. And you have people on here talking about, well, where are we going to get the money from? Where are we going to get? They've already got it because they get it from you. You prepare a meal for them every single day, and they decide whether you get to eat the scraps from their own meal that you prepared. See, that's how powerful you are. They don't want to tell you about your certificate of live birth. I ain't talking about no birth certificate. They're not talking about how when you were born, you were worth your weight in gold. They're not talking about how the reason why they seized the gold standard in America was because black men were starting to find out that there was per diem that was backing their life. You understand? This is why they come through and started taking land from you and harding you up and putting you into these complexes.
Somebody asking me where did you come from? Who is this brother? This brother said he's been watching my videos for a while since I've been traveling. So he just popped on. He's a regular person like everybody else on these feeds. He's just a brother that I brought on. I mean, I didn't look for him. He just said he was watching my videos, so he saw, and he said everything that I was saying was truthful. That's also not me, you know, searching for people. If you are the light, if people's going to come to the light, point
the lighthouse, the beacon. You see, because here's the thing. I was sitting here archiving these books because we're getting ready for 3 more brothers who's coming to the lodge next week. So I'm archiving these books because we have some brothers that need some understanding of what they're coming in here to do. You see? So I'm sitting here, and as I'm sitting here, my phone goes off. I thought I had the volume on my phone turned down. Well, Madame Blue, who has been in here asking questions and talking, she puts up, you know, on through the messenger, your video. And I don't know what made me, because normally I just overlook a lot of things because I just don't even want to get involved in a whole lot of things, because when you know the truth, you get tired of trying to tell other people the truth.
Yeah, that is true.
So when I seen it, I'm like, what this brother has to say, what this brother's talking about. And I get on here, and the first thing I start hearing is the traveling. When you started talking about traveling, I was like, okay, this brother has light. I know he has light because I listened to your words very closely, and you were not traveling as a tourist. I know what that means. You see? Because I've studied in many sacred schools, many houses of wisdom, trying to, you know, foundate the knowledge that is there and get back what our ancestors have given away. You understand? Now listen to what I said. What our ancestors have given away. You can continue to call upon the ancestors as much as you like, but understand this: your ancestors failed you. They failed you. Your ancestors failed you.
I say that all the time, brother. I got a sister on here from Turkey now. She's on my Instagram, and we talked about these same things about our ancestors. They failed us, bro. And this is just the reality. Nobody wants the truth in it. And today, we are failing our people. I won't let that happen. And I have children, and I can't fail my children. It's not about me today. It's about my children's children.
Right.
My children's children.
Right. And to answer your question, what is the true relationship between Egypt and Ethiopia? We are Ethiopians. They are Egyptian. You understand? The same thing that you guys do to each other today, we were doing then. Killing one another. See whose magic was greater. Okay? We've had kings kidnapped. We've had kings beat to death. We've had kings go through back and forth and put the people involved. Look, read your history. This is nothing new. There is nothing new under the sun. Egypt has been fighting Egypt like Egypt is another country. You have to understand the fight and the wars that have been going on in that land have been going on before any of you even thought to be what a Bible or a Hebrew was. Abraham wasn't a Hebrew in the beginning. You understand? And then when Abraham goes unto the king, when Abraham went unto the king of Egypt, you remember this, the king looked upon Abraham's wife, whom he thought was his sister, and said, you know, I would like to take her unto my covenant. And Abraham didn't do shit. He let him believe it. So then when the king got in there, he was chastised by a greater being than himself, whom we call Yarael. And the Hebrews call it Yahweh. You understand? Because they've been doing it their way for a long time. So my thing is when you understand that he heard from a greater being that made him give up his own daughter, who was a princess, to be a handmaiden, a servant in Abraham's house.
My sister from Turkey, she said accountability is fundamental for our freedom, brother. She said, look, I hope she can come on here too, because she be dropping some Jews on here.
Is he talking about Hagar?
Thank you.
Are you talking about Hagar?
Right. Hagar, whom was forced to give Abraham a child named Ishmael. And then when the blessing came through for Sarah, what she do? She told Abraham to send Ishmael and his mother out into the wilderness to die, brother. To die. So while you Hebrews have been fighting over land rights and cattle, we were building a civilization. The same civilization that protected your Messiah whenever Herod sought to kill him. So this whole line, and it's been said from generation to generation to generation before the thing. The white man is only 500 years old. That genome is only 500 years old. Do you understand that? You can't think that a white man wrote all the languages, that he brought forth all the knowledge. He was still in the mountains of Carpathia, bent over, like the savages that they are. This is the reason why in school, when I tell you you're under the mark of the beast system, because in the American schools, what do they teach you? They teach you that you are no different from a cat, a rat, or a dolphin. You are a warm-blooded mammal. Where do you find that in any ancient teaching that you came from an animal? You understand? That's what they teach you. So they got you believing that you are an animal.
Hold up, bro. I'm gonna do this real quick because Al was speaking on some stuff, and I want my sister from Turkey to see this. They want to know your name too, brother.
Alteres Milsaps.
Alteres.
Alteres.
Alteres. Hold up. I want my sister from Turkey, if she can respond to this, she can come on Instagram. This brother said, hold up, I'm gonna say this to her. He said the Turks ran every black slave out. Now I have a sister from Turkey on my Instagram. If she chooses to come on, I love her when she come on here. But I want her to see what he wrote.
Right.
See, this is what problem with dudes when they don't travel. They don't have no facts. I don't think he never went to Turkey.
Right.
He never went to Turkey, but he's speaking on Turkey. And this is what you said earlier about people not traveling. They don't travel. Sister, if you're on my Instagram, please come on and explain this to him, because they don't realize that we were in Turkey too.
Oh, yeah.
She's from Turkey.
Oh, yeah.
We were in Turkey.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I went to Turkey to find out what was going on. But dudes who are talking never went and did this research. They're reading somebody else's literature.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they made Idi Amin like he was a mean dude, but he was the king of Scotland.
Thank you.
The king of Scotland.
Thank you.
The black.
Thank you.
Idi Amin, the king of Scotland.
And the first queen of Ireland, which once were called the Ibes people, whom came from out of the Middle East, because that is where red hair and blue eyes come from, not no white man. Red hair and blue eyes come from the Middle East. So when these people were born, they were born with what the Bible calls leprosy, but it was actually leper melanoma, okay? And they were pushed out from the people because the kings and the queens and the people thought that these people were the children of fallen. So they were pushed out. So when you talk about Musa parting, whom you call Moses, parting the Red Sea, that's who he was parting. And half of them traveled with him. You see what I mean? So, I mean, here's the thing. Everywhere you look, even here in America, you guys want to talk about Obama being the first black president. There was 13 black presidents before him. Huh? Didn't know that, did you?
They don't even
13
know.
black presidents before him. So when you want to talk about the 13 bloodlines, oh, you are so deceived because it ain't got nothing to do with no white man.
Mm.
And if you want to know, well, then why don't they step down and help us? Because you won't step up and help yourself.
That is true.
And then if they send a brother, not saying that I am, but if they send a brother like me unto you, you'll kill me. You'll kill me before I can save you.
Didn't I say that yesterday, y'all? Didn't I say you don't know who's sending who, but they'll kill them? I just said this yesterday,
Right.
the day before yesterday, brother. I said, if I'm coming, you'll try to kill me anyway.
Right. So, I mean, you know,
Wow.
that's the thing, brother. When a beacon of light shines, that beacon of light calls out to others whom seek the light, and the ones who seek the light want confirmation of the light, so they go get someone else that they have been confirmed of confirmation. You see what I mean? So now
Yep.
me and you are here together, first time we've ever met, and it seems like we've known each other for years.
Exactly. And that's the crazy part. The first time we just met, and it's like we knew each other for years. And again, the thing, brother, and like I tell people, I want everybody to travel. You have to travel. And everywhere I went, I felt like I was home or I was there before.
Right.
Like literally, I connected with so many people when I was there, and they opened up their doors. They was telling me stuff, sharing stuff. And I said this twice. I don't know if you remember when I said this. When I was in Spain, when I went back there, every time I went back, I would always be honest with myself.
Right.
Right. And say, I said I was colonized.
Right.
Anybody remembers I said that? When I sat over Spain, said I am colonized. I really am. But we don't want to admit that we are colonized. But Frantz Fanon spoke about that.
Right.
He spoke about it. You know, but come on.
For all you brothers and sisters on here who are sending me these friend requests, can you please like take your time till after, because every time you send me one, it pauses the video. But trust me, I will respond to you. Just wait till maybe after we are done speaking to do so that I can, you know, give you the full attention that you are needing. But like you said, brother, when I went to Barcelona, if you go into the catacombs of Barcelona and look at the archives right there where the Roman temples are, every single one of those Romans were black men.
I was there.
Did you see one white man?
Nope. It was, listen, Madib told me to go to this particular spot, and it was a trip. It was something they gave, I think it was France that gave to Barcelona. And I'm like, you know, because the more I go back there, I'm finding more and more stuff. Like the more I go back to Barcelona, I'm literally seeing a lot of our history. And it's not the so-called white man.
Right.
It's us.
Right.
If you go deeper into Cordoba, if you go deeper into Seville, and what else? Seville, Cordoba, Granada, you will see us.
Right.
Straight up, bro. Like I was walking in certain spots. I even seen a Jesus there that was dark.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. I think I gotta post it up there. I'm walking, I said, damn, dude, that looked like You follow me? Like I'm sitting there like throw it off, man. But it's us.
Brother, the Pope himself prays to the Black Madonna.
Yep.
This picture that you get of Jesus and this white Jesus and the white Mary, that is not even Jesus and Mary. That is Nimrod and his whore mother. Okay? So they're setting up a system for you to already be welcoming the beast in whenever the beast decides to show itself. It's going to be easy for you to fall because they're already writing his image on everything so that you will fall to it. You understand?
Yeah,
so,
man.
But when you go to other countries, you know, that's like people don't even know that there are pyramids here in America. They don't even know that there are pyramids here in America. They don't even know that there are sacred places here in America. The Grand Canyon, tell me why they won't let you go down in there. But there's caves all through it. You see what you could go everywhere else, but you can't go in there. You see what I mean? Tell me why they won't let you go to the Devil's Triangle here. So my thing is that the plot, the secret is to hide you from you. Because here's a key now. When a God knows he's a God, he becomes one. I'm going to say that again. When a God knows he's a God, he becomes one. You understand? Now, if we even go back, and I know I keep using the basic instructions because it's the basic instruction, but if we even go back to the Bible, in Revelations at the end, the Messiah, Yeshua, said, "You will do greater things than I through he whom strengthened me." Who strengthened him? Well, if you hear the Christians say it, himself, because he had knowledge of self. When he prayed to himself. You understand? Even though we know he was a lowercase g God, we know that. And we know that there are many sons of God, because otherwise the book of Enoch wouldn't have been written, or the book of Hanok. So when a God knows who he is, he carries himself as the God he is. It's not about your nationality. It's not about the color of your skin. It's not about the paperwork that you have. It's about your bloodline. Understand? And if this convoy 19, as they call it, don't prove to you that they're trying to destroy your bloodline, then I don't know what will. You understand? I don't know what will. If it does not prove to you that they know you are waking up, they know you are seeing for yourself what is going on, and they can no longer keep the veil over your eyes or cast you about in the illusion, because things are just becoming too logical. It says that the young shall lead the old, okay? That's what it says. And now when you have brothers like this one who come forth and try to drop some jewels on you, jewels that's been stolen from your houses, jewels that's been stolen from your temples, jewels that's been taken from you. He gathers up the jewels that they have not taken and brings the most important ones back to you, because the most important ones were not hidden where man can see. They were hidden in you. The word and all generations, all things are written and etched on your bone. Understand what John the Baptist said when he said, "It's like fire shut up in my bone." Too many people are baptized by water. So therefore that water is only cleansing the outside. It's the fire that purges you. History, lineage, genealogy. Why in the world would all of these holy books keep on taking you through who begat who and who begat who and who begat who, if that did not matter? And then they tell you this story. Well, it doesn't really matter what the Messiah looked like. I mean, you know, it just matters about the message. Well, if it just mattered about the message, then why did they change it? You understand? Because they're afraid to present a Messiah that looks like you. They're afraid to present a Messiah that looks like me. But see, they don't have to be afraid anymore, because now they have programmed our own people to kill us, just as Yeshua's people killed him. So everybody's looking for, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You know, why don't you come forth and help us do this and help us do that? What is the point in coming forth and helping a people that don't want to help themselves?
Thank you. And they keep coming at me as if I'm supposed to be the spokesperson like that. I'm doing enough.
Right.
And I say, I'm a T2, you a T3. Do better than me.
Right.
Do better, because everything you're looking for is already in you. You just have to have the heart to do it.
Right.
Because if I'm dead and gone, who's going to take care of my family?
Thank you.
This is how it is with us. And it's sad, man. I've seen too many elders like who passed away that other people have to pay for their funerals.
Right.
Literally. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Benz.
Right.
All these great people who have came and sacrificed their lives to actually get this information out.
Right.
Even down to brother, I bet you most people forgot about Alton Maddox, one of the dopest, best attorneys that I know.
Right.
Alton Maddox was the one that got me to really dig into the Dred Scott case.
Right.
I've studied that case so, and I don't have no black attorney speaking on that case, the Dred Scott case. Never heard no attorney talk about it, right? Alton Maddox helped people, right, get jobs in his office, and guess who turned on him?
His own people.
His own people to get him out the office. Alton Maddox was a dope of attorney. He was losing his house.
Right.
In New York. Who the hell was trying to help him save his house?
Right.
Negroes like to talk. This is why I say, why would, like you said, you have things and I have things, and that's why I don't say it, because nobody's going to help me.
Right.
He's still alive, no doubt. He's still alive, but I've been trying to reach out to Alton Maddox again, because what happened, we'll cheerlead these people but turn our backs on him and say, yeah, but brother, go do such and such. But he's fighting for our people. So again, why would we be out here risking our lives for this?
Right.
Everybody, some of these cats on Facebook and YouTube only take people's content and use it as for theirs, as if they did the research.
Right.
This is just that's why I don't say certain things. I see cats brother try to bait me on to give them something, and I'll be like, dude, don't do that to me. It don't work. You can't bait me into try to give you something for free so you can repeat it 2 weeks later.
Right. Exactly. And claim it to be yours. I get that. I get that problem all the time. But see, I look at it like this, brother. You know, I don't care who wants to claim they went and got the knowledge. The only thing that I care about is that the seed is planted.
Exactly.
That's all I care about. I don't care. Look, I'm wealthy. I have what I need. Okay.
Damn, he said everything I said.
So I'm wealthy.
I said that.
Right.
I said that the other day, bro. You was like reading my freaking mind. I said I'm not rich the other day. I said I'm wealthy.
Right.
I am not rich, but I'm very wealthy.
Right.
And you can't take wealth from me.
Right.
Listen, when I was in Spain and Barcelona, my brother Amadeus Christ said to me, he said, Sabir, you got $1 billion worth of information in your head. This is what he said to me before I left. He said, you have $1 billion in your freaking brain. That's what he said to me. And I'm like, damn, maybe he's right.
Right.
What's up, Patai?
You are right.
Go ahead, bro.
You're absolutely right. And I'll tell you why you're right. Because, you know, when you think about wealth, people think about these green promissory notes and this fiat currency that is in their pocket. Okay. I'm not saying this with ego or to make like I am greater than anyone, because I am not. I am lesser than any man. But I can go to a car lot and I don't have to show them any money. None. I just tell them, go run the credit report. You see? Go run the credit. I can go to any estate or first dibs, not because I pulled a wad of money out of my pocket, but because my credit and my assets show the per diem of my character. You understand? See,
yes.
This is what brothers don't understand. This is how brothers get really, really deceived. They think because, okay, I got $1 million in the bank, so, you know, I'm the man. You know, I'm living it up because I have $1 million. No, because your $1 million is getting taxed, brother. You understand? Your $1 million is getting rolled over into revenue. And it's not always going to be in a case where you can go and get that money when you need it, because they're going to keep hitting you with an APR rating on everything that you draw out, because every time you turn around, they're spending your money on other things and don't have it to give it back to you. But see, my credit it doesn't work that way. You can't tax credit. You see? You can't tax assets. So, you know, I don't care about the person that comes and says, goes on my page and gets this post and then puts it on their page, and then, you know, they discuss it and they talk about it. 9 times out of 10, these are the same people that will go and take my things and then try to debate me on what I said, like they were the ones that brought the knowledge, and then tell me that, see, I'm the one that told you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Thank you. And I just tell them, yeah, I just tell them, thank you. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it, because now I am more the wiser. I don't.
Yo, that's funny. I don't mean to cut you, brother, but I said that. I go through that same thing. Thank you for telling me. You won.
Right.
But where did you get it from? Because one thing I can say that Dr. Phil Valentine said to me, there's a difference between originators and imitators.
Right.
Originator and an imitator. These cats are imitators. They're not originators. That's what Dr. Phil said to me.
And that's why most of the time, it be them same cats. It be them same cats that wind up deep into the system, worse off than what they were if they would have just took what that white man was going to give them. Be them same ones. I got a brother right now. Who woke up, but it took them giving him 13 years before he did. Now he's sitting in there waiting on that gate to be open. You see?
Wow.
So he's going to these malls, and I told him, I said, look, man, you got to be careful with people giving you this knowledge. You be done filled out some paperwork and got yourself deeper into the corporation, Because here's the thing. The corporation, if you don't understand what estate is, if you don't understand how estate works, the corporation is meant for liquidization. So do you know what liquidization means to a human being? It means wiping you out. Because for one, your currency will keep on producing, your credit, everything about you will continue to live even after you are gone. So they can make money off of you alive or dead.
And this is why, brother, I'm trying to do everything to have my children live off of that.
Right.
This is what it is. Like, hell, this is the dude. This is crazy. Hold up. Somebody asked for my Instagram. It's Real Sabir Bey. Real Sabir Bey on Instagram. Again, one more time. Real Sabir Bey on Instagram. The YouTube is Sabir Bey. It's the name. It's simple. Make it plain. SABIRBEY. Real Sabir Bey. And the email is sabirbeyradio@gmail.com. One more time. sabirbeyradio@gmail.com. You know what, bro? You know what's crazy? I'm sitting here it's like 8 o'clock, and we've been on here since what? I think I've been on since 4 o'clock. Man, I gotta get off of here. My batteries are dying. My phone died over there. This phone is dying over here. The tablet, and I gotta get something to eat because I haven't eaten anything. But brother, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna thank you, man, for coming on here.
I want to thank you for allowing me.
No doubt, no doubt. This is what I did this for 17 years, brother. I will always bring people on. But when you hear people want to argue with you, instead of doing your research on what I just said, you want to argue with me because you saw somebody's video or you saw a video saying, let me ask this person a question. And I tell people the same thing about the Moors. A lot of stuff that these Moors are pushing, this paper pushing.
Right.
And really, they don't. You can't find them after a while. My cell phone number have been the same cell phone for 18 years, bro. 18 years.
Right.
You can pay these cats $5,000 and their phones are off within a month.
Thank you.
You can't reach them. You can't talk to them. Period. But people keep giving them the money as if that's what it is, and it's not.
Right.
Pay people for their time and pay people for what they know. Because a lot of these courts are selling people this dream, brother, and it's getting people in jams, like you just said.
Right.
They're getting people, and it's a damn shame. But when the truth comes, you want to argue with somebody who actually is bringing the truth. This is why I don't say much. Shout out to my sister Sonia from the UK. She said it's 4:04 a.m. in the UK. 4:04, and you know, Sonia, we set up until 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning when I was in the UK.
Right.
She could tell you. We had a conversation when brother was coming to the house at my sister's house over there in Empress house. And we had brothers I didn't even know came into these rooms in her house. And we sat up until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning having these deep conversations.
Right. Because that's what's needed.
Yes, it's needed. And shout out to my brother Marcel, who actually brought me to the UK. You know, I got to give him a shout out too. And again, Cash App is $Sabir Bey. Or sabirbeyradio@gmail.com, PayPal. And again, I'm going to go to the UK, brother, because I'm gonna stand outside at Speaker's Corner when I get there. Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Are you going to speak? You're going to stand out there and speak?
Yeah, man. Speaker's Corner. It's you should go online and check it out. Trust me, when I go there, it's going to be not going to be on religion, bro. It's going to be on some stuff. Everybody goes to Speaker's Corner in the UK.
Right.
So I'm gonna stand out there with a fez on my head. I might have to get some faithful Moors out there that will rock with me.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, all you have to do is, put a hand over your eye in front of the Queen's men, and they'll protect you.
Listen,
they ain't got no choice but to honor it.
Her palace is right down the street. Listen, her palace is right down the street, right there.
So I mean, brother, it has been a blessing to my soul and to my eternal being to, have met you. And I feel like this is not just a season. I really feel grateful and I'm humbled in my spirit. And for the brothers that, if I may have said anything to you that offended you or made you feel some type of way, forgive me, because at the end of the day, I already have an enemy and it has no.
You just broke up.
I don't need an enemy, that I can see. But if I do have one that I can see, trust and deal, that I will deal with it. But Yeah, brother. I just, you know, I want to encourage you, you know, and please, people, stop sending your friend requests right now because you keep pausing my video. But I want to encourage you to continue on your path because I hear a lot of squared up knowledge coming from you. You see what I mean? I've realized that through your travels, you understand there's no sphere-based knowledge. I know you understand how it's flattened out and how it's laid down and what degrees to stand upon. You're always going to have those who are going to come and try to oppress your knowledge, and they are going to try to speak against you. But I say unto you, love them just the same. You see? Love them just the same. Because there's going to come a time when they're going to look for you and you're going to be gone. There's going to come a time, you know.
I said that. Dude, I said all of that, bro. I said, you're going to be looking for me and I'm going to be gone. I'm
Right.
not going to be there. Like, I'm so serious, bro. And for some reason, and you saying this, I feel that. I'm
Right.
so, and that's why I'm trying to get much as I can out to them. I'm feeling it, that I'm not going to be there.
Right.
And this is why I'm winding down now, because I don't tolerate the nonsense. I really am. They like, yo, no, dude. I'm getting tired of it. I said it, you know, I said it yesterday.
Right.
I'm getting tired. I'm not just going to tolerate the ignorance.
Well,
hold on. One question. My sister had said, where to go to Egypt?
Yeah, if we were to visit.
If we was to visit Egypt, where would we go to Egypt? Where would we go there?
It just depends on what you're going for. If you're going for business, you're going to want to go to Memphis, Alexandria, or Tennessee. If you're going for knowledge, best place to go is Cairo. Cairo is where you're going to find the ones that look like us. And then you're going to have the ones over there that don't look like us, that are the invaders. They're going to tell you to stay away from those people. They're going to tell you not to invest in those people. They're going to tell you don't go down into the bazaars and don't go down there speaking to those people because they'll do this, this, and this, and this to you. But remember now, the ones that are telling you that are invaders, okay? They don't come from there. Therefore, they don't know the original man, and they do the same thing to the original man over there that they do to the original man over here. Because an invader always has to make the indigenous one look like the enemy.
Yes, they do.
So
yes, they do.
Cairo is probably going to be the best place that you know you can go and see if you can find yourself a son of Kadar. Just ask for a son of Kadar, and those will be the ones that will take you into the pyramid to traverse as above, so below. And that's when you get to start seeing some of the things that will it will amaze you. It will amaze you, some of the things that you will see, and you will be thinking like, how did I have this knowledge? And this is stuff that's been kept secret. This is stuff that's been kept hidden. You see, you have to understand, in the world, it is to bring order out of chaos. And those who are of order seek to remove those who are of chaos. Those who are of chaos, it does not matter what color you are. You see, when you get up here at the top of the pyramid, when you're standing up here where I'm standing right now, and I'm not afraid to say that, when you're standing up here where I'm standing right now, the only black and white is a chessboard. Okay? My head and my hand sit above that chessboard, and I move those black and white pieces accustomed to how I seek to move them. And if you're a pawn, I'm going to move you like a pawn. But if you are an important piece, I'm going to protect you like an important piece. Because you cannot build a civilization off of ignorance. You understand?
Look what Langston Hughes said. The Moors being used as pawns in Spain. You just said the pawn, right?
I didn't want to go into that, but I mean, I
look at that. Look at that. This is an Afro-American newspaper, 1937. This is crazy. You just said pawn.
I didn't want to go into that, brother, but I mean, you're okay. And I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but that is the reality of it.
Deuce Muhammad.
Yo, Deuce Muhammad. Hey, let me say this before we go, because we have a doc. You got to check it out too. It's getting ready to come out. It's called Heavy as the Crown.
Right.
It's an offshoot we have another documentary because it's an offshoot of what we did here called Out of Darkness. I produced this film and I'm in it.
Right.
It's Out of Darkness documentary I produced. And my brother Amadeus Christ is the director. The brother is hella talented, brother.
Okay.
Hella talented, right? And he just told me a couple of days ago, Heavy as the Crown is getting ready to come out. We're going to do a theatrical video of Heavy as the Crown.
Right.
And I'm going in on Ethiopia on my segment, but it's going to be crazy. But this one right here.
So you're going into to Ethiopia. So you're going to open the Ark of the Covenant, huh? Or
Bro,
Pandora's
you have
box.
no idea how much stuff we got coming, brother. They have no idea what's coming.
Right.
And they're not even just videos. These are lessons. That video is probably 3 or 4 hours. We had it at the Pan-African Film Festival, but we couldn't play the whole. We only played, I think, an hour and a half. But it's really not a video that you just sit back and watch. It's a video that you actually have. It's a lesson in the whole video. It's a story. He put a storybook behind, I believe, Heavy as the Crown. It's a storybook that's coming with Heavy as the Crown.
Right.
Yo, I tell you, it's bananas, bro. So Heavy as the Crown is coming. I believe you said July or August.
Okay.
We're going to do a theatrical version, but this is already out. We had this in the Pan-African Film Festival in 2016.
Right.
2016.
Brother, I tell you what, send me your information and, you know, give me some good contacts. That way that, you know, I can get other brothers whom's grips are long to help support what you're doing. You understand?
Okay, no problem, brother. Yeah, inbox me and I'm going to give you the email anyway, but it's just my name, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com.
All right. Another thing before you go, I want to tell you this. And I know this hurts because this is something you've been conflicted with for going on about 6 months right now. I see it. But you got to understand this, brother. It's not unrighteous and it's not against your nature to remove your light. Sometimes you have to let people experience the darkness before they will appreciate the light. You understand?
Yes.
Because if the light is always there, then they have nothing to fear. You understand? Sometimes you got to remove that light to let them feel that darkness that they are in, to let them receive that darkness wholly that they are in. Because when they do that, when they come crying for the light, they'll really want it this time.
You know what? I thought about that too, brother. I'm not going to lie. I thought about, that's why I said yesterday, it was funny because, you know, a friend of mine, she was like, yo, you said you was going to walk away. Like, I wasn't going to walk away, but let the light just, you know, I was going to bounce, just get away for a minute and let people miss it. Because, and it's crazy for me, the reason why I do this is because some people watch these other videos and get misled.
Right.
So many ways, brother. And you see it, you be like, oh, that's not true. That's not right. You know what I mean? But you want to be there for your people. But I understand clearly, and I'm going to take that in.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it, you know, but give thanks, brother.
Peace and blessings, brother.
Email me or inbox me, and I'll actually give you all the details, okay?
All right. As soon as I leave this place, I will.
Give thanks, brother. Peace and love.
Peace and blessings. Travel light.
You travel light, too. So I got to go, y'all. It was real. That was a hell of a conversation. That was a long conversation. God darn. Many of us aren't selfish. We know that's true. So I got to go because I got to get something to eat. I appreciate everybody on here. The only thing I had was a cup of coffee, and it's like 8:15 p.m. on my time. Shout out to all my people from the UK. Shout out to all my people from the Caribbean. Shout out to the 2 people that supported. The 2. Thank you very much. I got to go. It was real.